Chuffy 1 2. It's a bit quiet, isn't it? The microphone is a bit quiet. 1 2 Chuffy. Well, it's louder now. Should be fucking louder now, you chuffer. I'm going to talk quietly though, so now I've turned it right up, really loud, because I'm going to talk quietly. That'll work. That'll work. Talk quietly. That'll work. That'll work. Talk quietly. 1 2 Chuffy. That'll work. There you go. No, I'm not doing a big parade. No big fanfare. No big fanfare. It's just a quiet little bit of Genshin Impact. The internet is fixed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the internet is fixed. Oh yeah, that's my big face. The internet is fixed. Pumping out the kilobytes. 6,000. It cheeked me then and said 6,000. It's more than that. Sometimes it's 4,000 to 6,000. It's fine. Loads of kilobytes. More than enough to play Genshin Impact. Now, I haven't been streaming for the last part of the last week. And the last 2 Genshin Impact streams, I didn't realise, but the last 2 Genshin Impact streams have been impacted by this herky-jerky internet. Haven't edited them yet, don't really know what to do with it yet. But from here on, we're alright. I have been playing Genshin Impact. I have. The internet's not been very good. I've been playing a little bit. It's the upload speed we've had problems with. So the stream's not been on, but I've been playing a little bit. But I've only been doing my dailies. I've only been doing my little, spending me resin, running around, doing my little dailies. Nothing story mode. But I have, let's have a look at the map. I have sort of uncovered or at least ticked off some of these waypoints. That little, what would you call it? What would you call that? Cecilia Gardens. I've opened that up. And daily commission rewards and all that business is all good. The only issue is that today the internet, they fixed it, and I was playing this when they came to fix it. So I was in the middle. Now, do you remember this fella? Anthony, you don't remember him. I've only just met him. He's in the Pouncing, look. Now, do you remember the girl that was there? And she was, yeah, it's a late one. Exactly, Nigel, it's a late one. It's late night Gravekipper. There's boxing on tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to stay up all night and watch the boxing. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. It's in America and it's on at like chuffing 5 o'clock in the morning. They say 4 o'clock, but by the time they've walked to the ring, the first thing they do, this does my head about the boxing. I have to stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning to watch the chuffing thing, right? I have to stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning to watch the chuffing. The internet's fixed though. Now the internet is fixed. Virgin Media came around and fixed it, pumped the kilobytes, they wired it up, pulled it through. It's your wires, mate. Your wires are rubbish. Well, rubbish. Have some of these new wires. You'll enjoy these wires. You'll really enjoy these. And they did. I did. It's pumping now. The internet is pumping. But yeah, before the boxing, what happens is they say, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you're here to see the boxing. You're like, I know what I'm here to see. Get on with it. It's like, now it's time for the big fight. Oh, good, because that's what I'm here to see. And then they're like, here's a little bit of video about the 2 fighters. I don't need to see that. I've seen that. That's been the weeks leading up to it. I don't need to be hyped up now. I don't need to see the advert. I've already bought my ticket. I'm here to watch the fight. So then they're like, okay, there's, you've watched a video about the 2 fighters. Now it's time for me to tell you who the 2 fighters are. And they read out the name. Oh, he's the big chuffer from all the way from Chuffington. He's a big chuffer and he's won a few boxing matches, I can tell you. Oh, isn't he a big chuffer? Here he comes now, coming out now. Here's the big chuffer. And the big chuffer comes out. And then he's like, the next one, same business. Read it all out. By this point, I'm already bored. I'm like, I know who the chuffers are. That's why I'm watching it. I'm not watching it like oblivious to who the chuffers are. I know who the chuffers are. That's why I'm watching the chuffing boxing. Because I already know who they are. You don't have to read out them. And he comes from here and he's done this. I know what he's done. That's why I'm watching it. We all know. Read out the name of the big chuffer anyway. And he comes out and he's slow walking now. This is the new thing. This is the new thing. Katie Taylor started it off. You walk slowly to really take it in. Tyson Fury does it as well. Slow entrance to the ring, really take it in, really milk it. Oh my god, just get them in the ring. Why do they have to walk around the outside of the chuffing venue? They're not selling ice creams. Get them in the ring. Everyone has to have a little look at them, walk them all the way around, little slow walk. Get them in the chuffing ring, right? Get them in the ring. They get in the ring and they're like, right, now it's time for the national anthems. You have the national anthem of your country if you're fighter A, the national anthem of your country, fighter B, the national anthem of the country that we're fighting in. Now we time a little word for our sponsors. Sponsored by, brought to you by Texaco Motor Oil and chuffing things and that. It's all, it's still on the microphone at this point. He's still got his card. The fighters are in the ring, bear in mind. And after all that's happened, do you know what they do? He goes, in the red corner, it's weighing all this weight and how tall he is, and he's a big chuffer, or she. They're a big chuffer. And you're like, I could hold a microphone. I've got a microphone there. I don't want to hold it. I don't want to bang anything around. And you're thinking to yourself, now, God damn it, you've just said who they are before they come out. Before they come out and walked into the ring, you did a big thing of saying who they were. That was the main thing you were doing. That's your job of saying who they. That's your job if you're the announcer. You've said that, and then they come in the ring. You've done the anthems, and then you say who they are for the second time. That bit blows my chuffing mind. Wilder, hey, they do it with a big voice. I don't care about it. You've already said who they are. I know who they are. You know who they are. Everyone knows who they are. They've come in. They're in the ring, ready to start the fight. You say who they are again. We all know. So why do that? I just think they should bin that all off at the start. It's like my chuffing at the start of an episode, isn't it? The boxing starts at 4 o'clock. Oh, well, they're in the ring at 4:30 then. Not throwing a punch till 5. I'm only cross because in the UK we've got to stay up late to watch it. So it's late o'clock at night. It's not like it's just in the afternoon. If it's in the afternoon, chuff away. You go for it. Get all your chuffing done. Have a game of golf. Have a game of golf on the way down. Where's that gone? Oh, it's up in the stands. Oh. And here he is coming in with his golf clubs. He's hit up into the stands. He's going to be hitting that ball for the next 20 minutes. And I'm going to be reading out his favourite fish fingers and chips dinner. Like, God damn it. I don't have fish fingers anymore. I'm vegan. You know what I mean, though? Like, it's just... Don't do all that chuff. Just get them in the ring. I'm tired. It's late. So I don't know if I'm going to stop up till 4 o'clock in the morning to watch it. Because by the time then you watch it, and it goes on, by the time you actually do finish watching it, unless it's a quick result, I'm actually pleased when it's a quick result. When it's a quick knockdown in the first couple of rounds, oh, that's not good value for money. Oh, that's a waste of you stayed up all night for that. No, great. I can go to sleep. As soon as you sleep him or her these days, as soon as they sleep them, I can sleep myself. So knock them straight out. Get them to sleep. Put them to sleep straight away. Knock them out. Don't tip a tap. Don't tip a tap. Let's go straight in for the kill, please. Scotty wants to go to bed and he's had to listen to your name said 4 times. I know what belts you've got now. Oh, I know all about your belts. Yeah, well, that will change at the end of the fight. They read out the record, like, how many fights they've had and how many wins and how many losses. Well, that's going to change in 20 minutes, isn't it? So don't tell me all about that now. That's going to change in 20 minutes. Might as well not bother saying it. Yeah, so I want to watch Canelo, but I don't know if I want to stay up. It just depends how I feel after this little session. You've never been my chuffing. That's the gold, isn't it? The chuffing's the gold. The gameplay and the other stuff is just secondary, really. We had a good go with the old... I'm not even going to mention the conspiracy theorists. I could say this on Twitch because I don't think they watch my Twitch broadcasts as much as they watch the YouTubes, and I probably will upload this to YouTube, but it's Genshin Impact, they won't be interested. But I've opened the door to the shit room there a bit. There have been some nice people. There have actually been some nice people that have started watching the stream because of that conspiracy stuff. There have been some good ones. Absolutely, yes. But on the flip side, now that I've started to sort of lay into their favourite people, I've opened the door to the shit room a little bit. My favourite of all the comments accused me of not dressing appropriately for my age. Dressing age inappropriately. Now, I am guilty of that. I will accept that. I'm wearing this hoodie. And a young person, a much younger person than me can probably pull this off a little better. But I'm looking jazzy for the stream. It's only a hoodie. There's no rules on who's allowed to wear the clothes, is there anymore? Well, apparently I should... This isn't what was said in the comment, but the only thing I can glean from it, if I'm dressing age inappropriately, then maybe I should start wearing, I don't know what's appropriate, like Marks and Spencer cardigan. Would that appease the people that are cross with me for dressing age inappropriately? Oh, you chuffer. You said these bad things about my favourite person with their favourite conspiracy theory. Oh, you chuffer. Now I'm gonna lay into you. Well, they didn't really find my weak spot. Because actually, what I'm starting to think of is that I might dress like, as I might go the full hog, and I might say, look, I've taken to heart what you said. I've binned off the snazzy. It's just suit and blazer jacket from now on. Just going to start putting my trousers up a little bit higher. Whatever's appropriate. Somebody in chat that I've never met before that's come to abuse me because of their views on the flat earth, whatever they say about my dress sense, that's who I'm going to listen to in the future. To be honest, it's like opening the door to the shit room, but also I really don't care. That's what's funny about it. It's not like they work on the fucking clothes show, is it? It's not like this Yves Saint Laurent's come down to tell me what he thinks. She thinks, I don't know. They think. It's not like Coco Chanel's knocking on the door. It's not like anyone cares what I'm dressed like. Apart from, well, some people do anyway, so it's nice to be noticed. You might see on the screen there, only tiny little, but now I'll make it bigger. Carolina Hearn, look, Sister Mary Immaculate. Thought we might listen to some of her comedy, maybe. It would just ruin the copyright of the stream and all that, but it's just there in the background, ready for me if I want it. It's a late night vibe tonight. It's a late night vibe, a little bit of cheeky late night comedy. And we're going to play some Genshin Impact. That's what we're doing. And Anthony, right, so this is what I wanted to tell you. Anthony here, he's in the fountain. Do you remember? I don't know if you do remember. We did a Genshin Impact stream, and I found this woman. She was throwing coins in the fountain. She had a cough. And I was like, what are you throwing the coins in the fountain for? And she was like, they're wishes. I was like, oh, that's, bless you. That's nice, isn't it? She was like, I come here every day. You were just watching Mrs. Merton. I watched a little bit of Mrs. Merton on the YouTube stream earlier. That's why I had that queued up. I watched a little bit of Mrs. Merton. It just came up out of nowhere. That is weird. That must prove the earth is flat. Honestly, that's how these people operate. They're like, that coincidence must mean something cosmic. I mean, it's less likely than to be cosmic and more likely that, oh look, oh no. More likely that we've got a similar taste in good quality comedy. That's probably what's more likely. But what's happened now, look, is it's gone daytime and Anthony's disappeared out the fountain and old Coffee Molly's back, right? Now, Coffee Molly was here before. We spoke to her. She's throwing coins in the fountain. It's a fool's errand. And what's happening, as I said, that was because she was doing it every day. And I said, that's silly. It won't help you. But nothing came of it. Right? What actually came of it is at night time, Wet Willie, who was in there, Anthony, who was stood in here a minute ago, at night time, he comes and picks up the coins. And I found him at night time. And I was like, what are you doing picking up the coins, you chuffer? This was off stream now. What were you doing picking up the coins? And he told me, Anthony did, that his sister comes here and throws the coins in the daytime because she's sick. That's her, Anna, Coffee Molly. He was like, she comes in and throws the coins. And we can't afford this shit. So I have to come here and dredge the coins out of the fountain at night like a tramp. And the reason I do it is because we need to find some medicine for the chuffer to make her better. The wishes won't work. Will they? Look at that parkour then. The wishes won't work. So up on the fountain. Ooh, get that. Ooh, it's going up my dress. The wishes won't work, so we need to get her some cough medicine. And I was like, all right, fair dues, Anthony. Cough medicine it is, mate. And he said to me, this is true now, he said what he wants me to do is go out into the wild world there, for me to go out into the wild world. Ooh, baby, it's a wild world. He wanted to send me out there. What I was going to do is get a berry that had been eaten by a slime thing. Dendro slime. Anyway, I went out there, I got the chuffing berry. I'm not messing about. Come back here, it's night time. Anthony's there, he wants his berry. I've come to talk to him. Boom, the Virgin Media turn up. Ooh, that's good, because the Virgin Media, because I was just playing off stream because no upload speed. The Virgin Media turned up. That was good. I was like, quick, Virgin Media, in you come. Have a look at my stream. Look, I'll try and stream this now. Look, it's all herky jerky, I said. And they were like, oh, I can see what you mean. What's that game you're playing? I said, don't mind that. I said, don't you mind that? I'm just there talking to Anthony. Don't mind that. Look, the stream's been herky jerky. Can you fix it? They were well on it. They fixed it up a treat. Very pleased with that. Very pleased. Although it does make me think that one of the issues, they said, we've got this shitty wire, and now we've got the good wire. We get double speed. Well, not double speed. I got the speed I was supposed to be getting. Right? So I've been running on like half speed internet all this time. Now I'm getting the speed I was supposed to be getting. And I forgot to say, can't I have a half price discount? We've been paying full whack for that. Shitty wire or not. We've been paying full whack. You haven't been giving us full whack. We've only been getting half. Can't have a discount. No, I forgot to say that. Damn it. But now I've got what I consider to be double speed internet, which is actually normal speed internet. Yeah. So they came around, they fixed it. The problem was the game was in progress. So what happened? I got my berry. I'm there with Anthony. I'm ready to give him the berry to fix his cough problem, to fix his sister's cough problem. And this is an online game, isn't it? This isn't one of these that you buy and I've got the DVD and I stick it in my own PlayStation. The other day, I turned on the PlayStation. This is the truth as well. Big face. This is funny. This is me getting old now. Officially, I've been told in the comments. How dare I behave like a younger person than they think how old I am. How dare I behave in such a way that makes them think that I'm behaving younger, in a way that younger people would behave than the age they think I am. Anyway, so getting on, I turned on the PlayStation and it ejected the Fortnite CD that was in there. Fallout. See, I'm getting old. Fallout. It ejected Fallout and it made this noise and it pushed this CD out. And my brain immediately thought, is that a printout? I thought someone sending me a fax out the front of the PlayStation. And then I realised it had just pushed the disc out and that was the game disc. And I was like, oh yeah, nice one. But I thought, my initial thought was actually it was printing out something. Honestly, that was. So anyway, so I'm here with my little berry. I'm ready to hand it over and they've disconnected the internet. And this game said, you're fucked, mate. You're gone. Where have you gone? The game said. So I don't know if we've still got the berry and I don't know if I fixed her problems. But that was one of my, and this is what happens. On a day, right, every day, what's been happening while I've been offline, I've been learning about the game. You got these little things here like this one. No, there, my face is in the way again. It's always in the way on this game. Why is my face always in the way on this game? You get rewards, right, from doing these things. And you spend your little resin doing the things. I've got 160 resin. I need to spend 160 resin. It's above my head there. If I do one of these little chuffers, these little circle chuffers, I spend 20 resin, I get my rewards. You want to do that because your resin tops up every day, recharges. It's your little method, it's your little keep you on here daily, keep you interested thing, whatever. It's cool. I've been doing those. They also do commissions and they come up as little purple triangles. And the little purple triangles are like, go and kill some baddies. Oh, they're setting up a tower, go and take it down. And then you do your commissions and then you go back into town here. And you talk to this chuffer at the vegetarian. Oh, shut up, Paimon. We're not doing that now. Shut up, Paimon. You come back over here to the Vegetarians Guild, the Adventurers Guild. Shh, it's late. It's quiet and late. You come back here to the Vegetarians Guild, the Adventurers Guild, and you talk to Catherine. Ad Astra. Adventurers Guild. And she sounds tired of saying that, and I'll tell you what, she said that every time I've met her now. When I say every time, I actually I fully mean I've met her a few times now and she's said that quite a few times. Ad Astra Abyskosk. I still don't know what it means, but she says Ad Astra Abyskosk. Like, oh, tired of saying that. And confirm, that's all right. Now I can claim my daily commission reward because I've already done them today. You see, look, I've already done them.
Today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Tasty. I don't know what any of it means. So now look, now I need to talk to her again, don't I? Because there was other options on that menu, but we've been binned out of it. So now when I talk to her again for the second time, she's going to say it again. Wait, are you ready? That's a mistake. She's tired of saying that. She says it every time. And every time you come here to talk to her, look, that dispatch character, that's another one. Every time you want to do one of these things, and you want to do 3 of these things a day. Claim your adventure rewards, claim your commission rewards, dispatch a character. You want to do those every day. And every time, she says it 3 times. For each one, because it bins you out each time. Oh, God. I'm going to be listening to Ad Astra Abyskosk so often. I might as well get an Ad Astra Abyskosk tattoo at this juncture already, because I know it's going to be a bit of a thing. These fellows have been sent out on expeditions and they go and collect some materials while you're offline and while you're online. That's good, isn't it? It's like another little thing that you set up every day. So Let's send out the chuff we don't like. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, absolutely, recorder. What am I doing? I need to move my face again. You see, there's no good space for your face. Kaya, that's who I send out. I hate him. Exploring, 19 hours, 59 minutes. Yeah, and this one... Now, this will blow your mind, though. I send Lisa, but she's still in the party. It's like it doesn't bin them out of your party. They're still there. Confuses me. But I'm building up those materials because I want to upgrade a weapon. I've done some character and weapon upgrading. Not massive, just a bit of it as you go. So I've been doing that. Getting to grips with it all. And I want to build a weapon with the blacksmith, so I need to get some stuff from the Adventurers Guild like we've been doing now. So that has to happen every day. You do your dailies and you do your daily commissions. Now, this thing with the nut, with the fruit, that was my daily commission. So I don't know if I've completed it now, because it seemed like I completed some then, but I did complete a lot of them before I came back here and did this last. Anna, what's wrong with you? Are you still poorly, Anna? Look, it's tossing the coins in. Oh dear, I haven't fixed it. I'm just going to tap the microphone. That's going to annoy me, because I actually did go on the whole, you know, I did the whole quest. And it's not fixed. Alright, forget it then. We'll have a little look at Marjorie, because Penfold wants us to.
Welcome. Every treasure here is unique. Guaranteed.
Yep. There's nothing here that Paimon recognizes. That's for sure.
What did I tell you? These are all rare items brought back by adventurers from all corners of the world. Is there anything that catches your eye?
No, not at all, because I don't know about anything in this game, so I'm not really about to buy stuff out the shop.
No need. I forgot to mention, I operate on a trading basis. Goods for goods. No Mora accepted here. I've been trying to make something a bit special recently, and I need a lot of animo sigils to decorate it with. Do you have any animo sigils with you?
I think I've got some, but I don't know if they're important for other reasons.
It seems the Animo Archon approves of your adventures then. More to the point, any animal sigils you find you can trade in here for items in the shop.
Are they not the things that I give to the, I've got 257. No, they can't be the things that I give to the tower then. And what, I can swap them for this stuff. And this stuff is character level up material, character ascension material. I don't know what... A character ascension is when you get a character up to level 20, and then you take another level up. Another level up over that. You can't just keep leveling up, you have to ascend between 20 to 30. Every level integer of 20, and every increment of 20, every 20 levels you have to ascend. So you need this shit. And that's weapon ascension material for the same thing for the weapons. So now I can buy it in the shop if I've got enough of that stuff. Alright.
Animo sigils appear all over Mondstadt. If you find yourself short, just keep exploring.
Absolutely. What could be more beautiful than a gift from the Animal Archon?
You said it, Paimon.
Okay, you got me. It's actually more complicated than that, but it's easier for people to understand if I just say it's for decoration.
I don't like the sound of that. You're making this stuff and people are having it for decoration, and they think it's for decoration, but there's something underneath, there's something sinister. What?
Obviously, the reason I need animo sigils is because they have properties that other materials cannot provide.
Yeah, more mysterious.
But it's working. Paimon's curious now.
Paimon's curious. That's going in the edit of things Paimon says.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a surprise if I gave everything away now, would it? Do come again soon, and bring me lots and lots of animo sigils next time. Please also visit if you come across any weird and wonderful treasures on your adventures. Come take a
Will
look.
do.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Rebooting.
Right, so I've got to spend some resin. We've got to get out there in the world. We've got to kick some ass. Why can't I do the map? What's wrong with me? There you go. So yeah, we'll go and do a couple of these over here then. And I'm just late night. I'm not going to push the story mode now. I'll tell you what, I keep touching this eye, and we've got 100 subscribers on YouTube, so that's good. I'm not even pumping the channel, not even shilling the channel, but we did. And so I put white face paint on, and I think I didn't want to put it anywhere near my eye. But I touched near my eye. I think I've got it on my fingers. I can't not have it on my fingers because it's been on my face, and I keep touching my face. That's how COVID gets in your eye. So I've got white face paint. That's my eye now, and it's the camera eye. It's the eye near the camera. This eye's not so bad, so if you just that eye's not so bad. Paimon, they must be using them to scout Gravekeeper. Let's tear them down. What's going on? Oh, it's one of these random world events. Look, this game is absolutely full of this cool stuff. My face is in the way of the. All right. You might notice I'm pumping out a little bit more damage now. And I'm going to move my face one more time. I'm pumping out a little bit more damage now. I just adjusted some of my... Defeat all the opponents and tear down the towers. Okay, cool. I just adjusted some of my little trinkets and... I learned a little bit more about the weapons. So I realised now I've actually got some decent weapons, or decent weapons in potentia here. These 3 stars can actually be ascended into 4-star weapons. And I assume that might even go further than 4-star. I don't know. But that's good. And my different characters. So Amber, Outrider Amber, the gliding champion of Mondstadt. I've consolidated all those crappy bows that I was picking up and used them to upgrade these bows. So that one's now a level 20, this one's a level 13. So like we've got some better stuff basically. And Noelle, her weapon is a good example. Look, I'm only carrying 2 swords here. Just the big chuffer and a different big chuffer that's at level 1 that I haven't upgraded. But it's a different big chuffer, so I'm not getting rid of it. They've got different qualities. But I'm happy with that big chuffing sword, and that's the one I've been upgrading. I don't have the equipment to enhance it. I don't have the ascension materials to... Do I? Look, there you see, I'm missing 2 of those little horn things to ascend that. So I might be able to buy them at that shop. But yeah, that's what's going on there. So I'm now happy with the fact that you upgrade your gear. I was really tentative about it before, because I didn't want to mess with it in case it was crappy gear, but it's not crappy gear if I upgrade it, so that's what's happening. And the other thing I missed earlier as well, which I missed, but you know it's too late for that now, is where is it? Enhance. You can actually refine these weapons, so if you get 2 of the same, you use them to refine this better one. You make it better, you refine it. And actually what I've been doing is using my identical weapons to enhance instead of refine, which was a mistake. Don't care. Now everyone's got basically a more chuffy chonker of a sword. Wait, I'm attacking the wrong people here. Alright, I'll do this first and then we'll do that. Fine.
Leave it all to me.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Oops. Hey, oh.
Hi.
That missed.
Windblade. Steady as stone. As a dutiful maid would.
Smash the chuff out of you. Collect my little stones. Thank you very much. That's mine. That's mine. That's in there. That's mine.
Dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
There you go. That's all my stuff. But it wasn't even the thing I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing this random map encounter up there, the level 25s, and then we go and do our daily routine of quests. They're not quests, they're just a daily... Oh, hello, look, there's one of those little thingies. Chuff off. Thank you. Evaded him nicely. That thing's flying away, but I can't do it now. Chop. Chop. God, they're stronger, aren't they? Level 25s, look. They appear to be a bit stronger than the sort of enemies I'm used to fighting. Obviously, I'll still nail them.
Go, go, Baron Bunny! Not so hard!
There we go. Oh, mistake. Okay, I just wanted to get onto Lisa and
Come a
then
little closer. Blitz.
start shocking this chuffer. Where'd he go? Oh, he's not jumped off the thing, has he? He's jumped off the thing, the chuffer. He's down there. I don't want to jump down there with him, do I? He'll kill me. I was alright up on my little thing. Now he's down there. Chuffer. You're just a fool chuffer, you are.
That's cheating!
That is cheating. You tell him out. Gliding champion of Mondstadt.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Just have to smash his nuts in.
Come a little closer. That miss. Oops. You'll enjoy that. Have a look at that. You'll enjoy that. That's your favourite. Chopped. You got chopped. That was quite good, wasn't it? That's quite good. It's what it's done as well is it's checked how powerful I am, and it's sort of like upped the strength of the enemy there. That was really cool.
I'll keep this close.
I've also passed over into the... There's one of those things up in the air that I want. I've also passed over into the... What's the word? Basically, I can play co-op mode now because I'm in the high enough adventure rank. And it happened a couple of times that people have... They've like added me like, oh, do you want to play a co-op? Like it said, join game request or something. I don't know what the chuff... Like, and I'm not... I don't know. So I've just not... I don't know who they are. There might be people from the stream that are like, you know... Like, it might be fun. But I don't know enough about it. And I've been playing on my own quietly, so I haven't been accepting any requests. So sorry if you've requested and I've not accepted. I just see it come up and I'm like, oh god, what's that?
and it's gone by the time I have to worry about it. Here I've got Elemental Sight. Yep, I know about that. I've got this one, which I don't know what that is again. Online. Oh, you can search online to play co-op, you see. So maybe they just found me through that, and I've just not accepted. But I don't know how to sort of like turn that off. But I've got it now. So. But I won't be accepting any requests until I know how I feel about it. Right, so this is how this goes down.
You've been a naughty...
You've been naughty, didn't you hear her?
I'm out.
I'm getting better at this, you see.
With you. Was it done?
Windblade!
I was it done?
I'm definitely getting more adept. And that's how we spend our little bit of resin and we get our little up. And then you check on the map and you find another one of those chuffers and you follow them around the map until you spent all your resin every day. That's what you have to do every day. But it gets, you know, the challenges get bigger, the resin spends get, I'll show you a different way to spend the resin. The resin spends get bigger, and it's something that makes you play the game every day because you want to make sure you spend your resin, get your rewards. It replenishes every day. So it's like, you know, if someone's going to give you the tiger token, you just want to go and get your little rewards. But also I think it's what I was going to say is I'm getting tired because it's late. I'm not entertaining now. I'm just tired and I'm just talking. Also, so it's a mechanism to get you to play, but also what it does is it time gates the. Well, not really. Like I could have played I could have carried on playing the game when I'd spent all my resin. But once you've spent all your resin, is there any point in doing another boss encounter or little mini boss thing on the map? No, because you can't get your rewards. The little one where I open a chest where I just do something on the map, you can. But those special ones with special rewards behind that circle, once I've done, there's 16 of them, it's 20 resin a piece, so 8 of them. Once I've done 8 of them, that's it for the day. No more of them. No more of them. There's no point because I can't spend the resin, can't get the rewards. This happens down here as well, I'll show you. This is a really cool feature on the game though. It's really cool features in the game like this that are designed for more end game content once you've completed all the story. I'm still interested in doing all the story. Hello you. What are you doing over there? I don't know if you've heard, but Gravekeeper's in town. So this isn't the thing I was talking about. The thing I'm talking about is behind that door, but I've just got to kill these dudes. Because they're asking for it. One of them said something about me. I heard them whispering.
Steady as stone.
Noelle's cool, isn't she? I mean, that is cool. No one can argue that's not cool. And I'm starting to get used to my team now as well. What I tend to do is I'll go into a battle with Amber first. I don't run around as Amber anymore. I'll tell you why in a little bit later. But go into battle first with Amber because she does this. They all like that, don't they? They all like a bit of that. So then I switch to Noelle. Put the shield on. Smash those choppers up. And then I switch to this lady.
Blitz.
Lisa, finish him off with the big pop. Where have they gone? Finish him off with a big pop with Lisa. So that's my little routine. And that's a little bit of elemental synergy. It's not a lot though. Sometimes something's got a shield and you need to burn it up. So the fire goes first usually for me. But if I want to do elemental synergy, I can do fire. And then Gravekipper can release her little whirlwinds. And they turn into fire whirlwinds. So we've got a little squad like that. You're supposed to have DPS. What's the other ones? Healing? I don't really want a healer. I don't really believe in it. DPS, and burst DPS, which is like a more glass cannon character. Like, so Noelle is more of a tanky sort of character with the shield. DPS tank? Do we have a tank on the game? Yeah, I guess tank. But I put her as my DPS. I like her big sword and I want to make her as meaty as possible. So I've given her the big sword, the upgrade. She's a bit of a DPS for me. Gravekipper, obviously, that's us, so we need to be DPS. We need to be dealing damage all the way through, don't we? That's our main thing. So we've got 2 DPS really, but this is our secondary one now. Lisa provides that huge burst electro combo. Things are wet, things are on fire, electro burst combo, bit of power, bit of poke, bit of pump. But she's a bit feeble when it comes to getting the shit kicked out of her. So she's what you call burst damage, like, you know, an extra icing on the cake once your DPS has run its little routine, pressed its buttons. Once Noelle has done swinging her sword and the shield. But I like the shield because it protects her. Once you pop the shield, bring out this lady and she'll, like, frazzle them down. So that's my little squad. It's DPS. Oh, Amber as well. She's the one I go in with at the start. She's like special ops. That's more like it. Special ops. She burns things that need burning, of course. Removes shields from big monsters. Distracts with her Go-Go Baron Bunny. And can also start a fight from range. So, yeah, Special Ops Amber. She's one of my favourites. And I think, you know what? I know people are, oh, he's just a noob. He doesn't know what's going on. He thinks Amber's good. But I think I'm going to like Amber all the way through the game. Even though the other characters are going to come and try and vie for her position. I think she's actually quite a good, well-rounded, not just character as in terms of, like, you know, the voice acting and the character, which I think is very good as well. Thank you. Amber's one of my favourites. But I think her range attacks, you know, that brings something to the table. So does the pyro aspect of it. Setting things on fire, I'm always a big fan of that. So unless we get a good pyro, you know, she's solid in the squad for that alone. But then the Baron Bunny is cool as well, isn't it? Oh, that's cool as well. Well, it's cool. It's cool, but it's the fact that it distracts the opposition. Like, it's strategically very useful. So she's definitely got a place in the squad. But in a big fight, I don't usually switch Amber in for throwing some arrows because, you know, it's all kicking off. They're all here. You know, at range, once you've done a few arrows at range, there's no point. It's time for Baron Bunny and to get Noelle on the case. Look, it's time for Noelle to clean up. So anyway, that's my little squad at the moment. It all will change, of course. Hopefully our luck will be in, because I've only got 2 more wishes that I've earned thus far. But hopefully our luck will be in at some stage. So look, check this out. Domain of Forgery, Ruins of Thirsting, Capital 1. Domains of Forgery, Ruins of Thirsting, Capital 1. Massive amounts of Hydra energy are coursing through this damp, ancient, sacrificial altar. So it's an elemental specific challenge. It recommends Cryo. I'm not taking Cryo. He's just not up my street. So here's our possible rewards. We can get different days. You get these different things. And look, oh, there's that thing that I need for upgrading my character. And, you know, so different days you get different things. So possible rewards here. If I go on the level up, level 36, that's locked until I get to 21. But I will get better rewards. You see, yeah? So come down here, do these things. Alright. Here we go. That one. Choose your party. I can't. That's who I've got.
That's everyone. I need to stop saying So we go down this dungeon, and it's really straightforward. It's like a gladiatorial ring. You go in the arena, you beat up your opponents. I forgot to read what that was. I thought it doesn't matter. You beat up your opponents, you win. And then you spend your resin in much the same way as I was doing above ground. You spend that resin on your rewards at the end. So you can't beat up bosses indefinitely and just get reward. You're locked with your resin. And that's actually not bad, is it? Just going to turn that people down a bit. Come on. Not inside a calculator, for Christ's sake. So it's good that you spend your resin and it limits. I said it was time gating as well. There's two ways to look at this. I find Genshin Impact to be such a remarkable game in so many ways. People will say, well, it's pay to win, isn't it? If you want to do more dungeons than, like, Scotty Hottie can only do 4 of these. Once he's spent his resin, that's done for the day. Scotty Hottie can only earn so many rewards every day. Poor Scotty Hottie. Well, no, I'm kind of happy with that, because if I was able to just do 1,000,000 of these a day, any infinite, I could sit here and grind it.
Whatever it is, what exactly is it? I didn't quite catch.
Who does the least amount of rubbishy talking? It's Amber, isn't it? Probably for the best one for that. If you want to stay here and grind this all day, then you can get effectively infinite rewards. Not infinite, because time is not infinite, but you can get a lot. It's based on how much time you can put in, the rewards you get. And that is fair on everyone, isn't it? If you're allowed to do that. Those that put more time in get more rewards. That seems fair. But also, it's not entirely fair, because let's be fair, not everyone can put all that time in. It's fair on the people that have got the free time to do it, but the people that haven't, it's not actually that fair on them. Oh, well, they can just quit their jobs. I don't know. They can just regress until they were teenagers again. Can try. Check out my Huda. But no, you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, you don't have infinite time in your life, so it is limited, and that is the fact that they've limited it and say, look, 4 a day, then you run out of resin. So it doesn't matter if you want to do 100. We're all on the same boat here. You've run out of resin. I think that's kind of cool, and it kind of stops you as well. In personally for me, the way I feel about it is it stops me from wanting to sit. I do my little 4, and what I used to do, a different game loop, like with FIFA. I'd never know when to, it's like alcoholism. I'd never know when to stop. I mean, it is kind of an addiction in a way, but it was like alcoholism. It went hand in hand with my alcoholism, I'll tell you, for Christ's sake. I used to sit there, turn on the Xbox, after a good hard day's work at hairdressing, yeah? On the way home, pick up my 4 cans, 8 cans, whatever, usually 8, or those big bottles, 3 for a £5. Pick them up, put them in the fridge, maybe get my curry or my Chinese food or whatever food it was. Get all set. This is a normal weekday as well. Like, no, I didn't order a takeaway every day, but you know, most days I'd cook. But quite happy to get myself a little take. The weekends, once I'd done on Saturdays, once I could, you know, really get, and on Fridays as well, because I work Saturdays, I didn't go out Fridays. So get set in, get your nice food, beers, FIFA and a reefer, and you know, play the shit out of the FIFA. And then the thing is, I just drink until, like, once you finish that one, where's the next one? And because you're just sat in front of the telly and playing FIFA, it's like if someone grabbed you and took you outside and said, all right, now walk a straight line, now try and drive, you go, bloody hell, I'm quite drunk here. But because you just sat in, and it's the same old sat in, same old FIFA, you don't feel smashed. So you open another one, fuck it, yeah, go on. What time is it? 1 o'clock. I've got to be up tomorrow for, well, I can push that back till 11 if I just, oh, I'm alright, I'll get up anyway, won't I? It's, you know, it's 1 o'clock now, we'll push it to 2 o'clock. I'll open another one. You know, at 2 o'clock, I think 4 o'clock used to be probably my cut off, and there'd be 2 things that would cut me off at 4 o'clock. One would be, I'd be so smashed that I'd like, oh, I don't really want to open another beer. And 2 would be, I'd run out of beer. Once you've drunk them all, that's a good signal, isn't it? There's no more to drink here, so, and I'm smashed. I think I've achieved the objective. But until then, another game of FIFA. And the FIFA was another thing, like I said, that kept me involved.
okay, I've finished the can of beer. Do I need another can of beer? Well, I'm only 2 games away from winning the league here. Or my youth player is just about to upgrade and I want to see him enter the full first team. I'll just play 2 more games and then I'll just play 1 more game and then I'll just 5 more minutes. You know that? Just 5 more minutes. On FIFA and stuff like that, it was never ending, isn't it? Because it is never ending. That's the point of that's why I enjoy it so much, season after season of Birmingham City's legendary success. The time we won the Champions League, that time I signed Eden Hazard on a free transfer, sold him the next season and brought in 4 different players for the same value. Oh, the days. Oh, there's my camera. I'll fix my face. I'll fix my face. Never had fix your face as well, you chuffer. Where's that other battery? That's weird, isn't it? Oh, there's one on the desk there. So I assume that's come out last time. Who knows? Who can say? Who can say?
Hey, there's something strange over there.
My thought.
Come on, let's take a look.
Alright, Amber, we'll do it in a second. So, yeah, endless FIFA. Endless chuffing FIFA. Endless drinking. Endless FIFA. It wasn't getting me anywhere. I just needed to kill the time because I wasn't going out on Friday or Thursday or Wednesday or Tuesday. And but it was mainly the weekends that I really got in that groove. Like on a weekday, I probably didn't have to drink so much and play so much FIFA. But over Friday, because I've been a hairdresser and not going out, saying to myself, I'm not going to go out tonight because I want to stay in because I want to be up fresh tomorrow for work. I just get in this groove of like sat FIFA and a reefer, endless drink. I mean, I suppose it did start to get more common that I'd do that in the week as well. So that's how I'd thought of myself, as I had to stop drinking. Like, it was normal for all me and my friends to drink all the time. I was dating this girl and she was like, like every time, I'd bring a bottle of wine round when I went to visit, sort of thing. Like, always drink was involved in every social thing. So it never was like, no one ever said to me like, you're drinking quite a lot. Most of my peers were also drinking quite a lot. But I sort of said to myself, hang on, like this never-ending FIFA and a reefer and this never-ending game of FIFA, these never-ending bottles of beer. We've had my story about alcohol before. We talked about it before on stream, but like, I decided to stop it. I decided to absolutely stop it. And when I did, I realised how much it pulled to me, how much I felt like I wanted to do more drinking because I wasn't doing it. And it was like this void. What do I do now? Turn on the football. Where's my can of beer? Come home from work. Where's my bottle of beer? Like, am I going to the pub tonight? Because what's the point if I'm not drinking? Like, there was a massive void in my life, and it was actually a physical. I was sweating. I remember, like, the first couple of weeks, I just felt like, I don't know, different. A bit of a pull. I wanted to drink.
If she catches us lazing around like this.
I wanted to drink. I didn't. Never have since. But I wanted to. And sometimes I remember that I'd have a dream that I was at the bar and enjoying a beer. And my mate said to me the other day, like, oh, we should really just go out and get drunk. Like, he's going to Amsterdam for a stag do. And he was like, you should come and just fuck off all that and just, get drunk. He knows he was only saying it. He said, he's supportive of my not drinking all these years. He's been really supportive. And he was only saying it as a bit of a joke because of what I used to be like. Like, oh, you should come back and be the old Scott for one day. And show everyone the old Scott for one day, sort of thing. The legend. But I'm not a legend, but you know what I mean? Like, in that context, the old way we used to, oh, do you remember the things we did? Or do you remember, that sort of stuff? So, but I'm not going to do that. As much as I really would enjoy tucking into it, right now even a cold Guinness sat here would be, a bit tasty for me, a bit nice. But then when it's finished, I'd say to myself, right, where's the next one? And this is the conversation I had with my mate as well the other night. It was like, look, mate, you've got a kid at home, and when you're finished drinking that beer, we're off home. You're not going to demand another beer. You're not going to crack into the fridge and say, I'm going to have to just quickly nip to the supermarket and pick up 8 cans. But if it was me, I'd have 1 beer with the meal now, and then I'd just want 1 more. And before we left, let's have a little quick shot of something. And then on the walk home, I'd pick up the 8 cans. I can't. And then when they're all drunk, then I stop. But that's only because it's 4 a.m. and the next step is to what? Where's the next step? So eventually I say, look, I am smashed. I can sleep on this or try to, but I didn't want to push that next step in my life. I didn't get to that. I decided to stop.
relating it all back to this, like alcoholism, like FIFA was a massive part in that. The game, the endless game, was a massive part in that, and being able to stay in the place,
Come on, let's take a look.
being able to stay in the place that I kind of enjoyed, you know, success, Birmingham football, like a mental space that I quite enjoyed. Being able to stay there and just not worry about anything else in my life. Like, I saw that as positive in my life. I was like, this is what relaxes me. This is what chills me out. But it obviously had a bad knock-on effect because I was up at 4 a.m. playing FIFA drunk instead of sleeping and being responsible and doing good things. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was actually more of a symptom of my depression or anxiety. Alcoholism became a thing. And the FIFA was, like I say, I keep saying it, it was really wrapped up in it. Looking back, I'd say about how I gave up drinking, but I gave up FIFA as well. Another thing that I gave up recently, after this is post-COVID now, after all that, not drinking, I started Hearthstone, and I started Hearthstone sober. And I gave up Hearthstone a year ago because I felt it was predatory, and it was, you know, this gacha mechanics thing in Hearthstone. You don't get the cards you necessarily pay for. You eventually get them if you pay enough. And you're going to want them because you're going to want to play with the best cards, all the new cards every season. And they make a new season every 3 months so that you have to pay more money. I got fed up with it. I like the game as it was. I like the pace a bit slower. They keep upping this. It's not for me then, fine. But I walked away from that. And it was a similar thing. I don't look back and say, oh, I walked away from FIFA. But I walked away from drinking. You know, I walked away from drinking. But in order to walk away from drinking, I had to stop sitting there playing FIFA. That makes sense? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I came home, it's because I'm not drinking. When I sat down and turned on FIFA, I'm like reaching for my can of beer and it's not there. And then I'm like, well, what am I doing here playing FIFA for 2 hours if I'm not drunk? Because when you're not drunk, you don't feel the same. In fact, one of the major things about not being drunk was that I decided to start doing things with my time. I was awake at night. I was finding it really difficult to sleep. I started doing ASMR videos, like making them. I started writing things and recording things and,
Strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
you know, reigniting my old desire to make music. You've got time on your hands. You'd be surprised about how much of it you feel when you're drinking with drinking or FIFA, you know, both of those things. And when you're not, then it's like, oh, should I? So I totally turned away from FIFA. Totally walked away from that, as well as alcohol. So I'm able to really, you know, I know a bit about being on the hook in a way. And this was before the card packs in FIFA. This was before Ultimate Seasons. There was no gambling mechanic. It was just, I like the dopamine fix of another football game. I like the dopamine fix of another step forward on that football ladder. Another player signed to my roster. Just one more game, just one more step forward, just one more season. I was pretty good at it as well. Let's not get it twisted. I used to, you know, hammer out. I was always looking for that elusive 10-0, but you know, I used to hammer out victories, successes, and in my mind as well, there was this part of the joy, and I relate it to being a kid playing with toys, playing with dolls.
If she catches us lazing around like this.
This is like playing with dolls, isn't it? It's not really, but it is. And I know I'm a boy and you boys don't play with dolls, but we had Action Man, I had He-Man, I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. You know, you play with these little toys and in your mind, it's the whole fantasy world entire. It's the X-Men, it's the Chuffing, my little army men. I had these little plastic army men and I used to pile them up in places, and the battalion's coming over the bridge, commander, and then blowing this thing up. You know, it's all going on in my mind, isn't it? It's all in your imagination. That is overlaid on my games of FIFA. Like, my little youth players that I brought in aren't just little youth players, but in my mind they've got characters, they've got characteristics.
There's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
That I overlay onto them. Like, they might physically in the game be a fast player, and I might, you know, think to myself, I imagine this like agile, nimble young player, and you know, the joy he brings the crowd when he steps onto the field, and that reaction, and they're singing his name, you know, all that stuff that I know from football, that romance, that magic, I apply to my games of FIFA, my building my squads, my this and that, just in my own imagination as a sort of subtext, almost subconsciously while I'm doing it. I'm not there saying, right, here's a pen and paper and I've got this player and he's going to be the like you have to allocate a captain on your team, for example. You allocate a captain, right? It's arbitrary, it doesn't matter because it's a game of FIFA on the computer, so allocating a captain doesn't matter. Or it might matter in today's modern FIFA, I don't know, but when I used to allocate it, it didn't matter. But I used to choose it very carefully based on my perception of the personality of the players that would be captain. Now, in real life, they have personalities. Like Eden Hazard that I signed for Birmingham has a personality, so I could relate to the people that actually have names and the players that I like, that I see playing for Birmingham on my team, yeah. But the players that I brought in as youth players through the
feel like running.
through the system, like it's almost like a character creation system. You know, they don't exist, they're not real people, and I brought them into existence on FIFA by, you know, having a youth system and bringing up, like, scouting players and, you know, signing them up. And I have a lot of enjoyment and joy in going through, instead of signing the expensive players, because I play as Birmingham and we're a lower league team, we haven't got all that money, so I take a lot of joy in using those youth players and essentially upgrading them, like think like an RPG, you know, improving their stats over time. And I sign them young, and then they get better. They become the main player in my squad, and they don't exist. But in my brain, I've given them a personality, a career path, a song from the crowd that they sing. You know, all that joy and romance that I love about the sport of football, I apply to my FIFA game in my imagination, consciously or maybe more likely slightly subconsciously. I mean, I'm aware I'm doing it, but I'm not planning it out and writing it down. There's a lot of strategy in the football game. There's a lot of strategy in the management simulator. There's a lot of strategizing that's going on in my brain. I think maybe the two areas, you know, play as a child and strategizing both involve imagining things, imagining future outcomes, weighing up consequences, you know, creating mental images of a future, of an idea in your mind, whatever. I think playing with dolls. You know, do you remember in war games, they're pushing in, that's funny, isn't it? In war games, they push around those things on the map. You know what I mean? They push around those things on the map in war games, in the war room. You know, it's a bit like that, strategizing. It's a bit like playing Starfield or something, StarCraft or whatever you call it. It's a bit like playing, you know, it's a bit of a strategy game in your head, how you're building this squad, how you're building these things, and you put personality into it. I've said all that. That made sense. So now let's bring this back to this, right? Because I think those things are both the joy in the game, they're both part of the joy in the game, but also what you kind of get lost in for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. The fact that I can play Genshin Impact all night if I want, story mode. Once it's done and we're in this end game, you do these sort of things, don't you? You do these dungeons and these whatevers, I don't know. Even day to day, not just story mode. Once you've done your bit of resin, then you're done for the day. No more infinite FIFA for me.
Strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
No more infinite FIFA for me. I'm not going to be playing this all night, because once I've spent my resin, which I'm never going to fucking do because I keep talking, I won't show you the Chuffing fight, will I? But I think it's actually good that I'm limited. Because without it, like with it, we've got there's this funny thing in our minds, this way our minds work with concepts, which is that if you define something, then I'm going to be more like, because I'm already told 8 runs, that's it. When it gets to the 8 runs, I feel like that's the end that I've come to. If you told me 10 runs and I just did 8, then I'd be like, where's the last 2? I've done the same number of runs, 8 runs, but because the first one I was told it was going to be 8, when it gets to 8, I feel that's the finish line. But when you said before there was going to be 10 and now I just don't do the last 2, I'm like, where's my last 2? It's a weird phenomenon, isn't it? Where's my last... I've done the same amount of stuff, but one person is thinking, right, satisfied, finished, and the other person is thinking, where's my next challenge? I can see it on the ladder. It's
She catches us lazing around like this.
my next box to tick. By limiting the next box to tick, by saying this tonight is your limit on the ladder, on your limit on your progress, whatever. It might be a limit on your progress in a way, but your limit on your gameplay. I find personally what that says to me is time to switch off. Either follow the story quests. We can do that a bit more long, you know how we do our long episodes. You can do the story quests long, but once they're done, they're done.
on your day, right? But on this, because I've been logging in, not doing the story, just doing some daily pottering about, because I didn't want to push the story without
Hey,
the stream.
there's something strange over there.
It's
Come on, let's take a look.
I've been experiencing what it's like to just log in and do some of these little daily things, and I've really enjoyed that level, that pace, saying that's enough, because it was about I don't know how long this sitting is. This one's gone on really long, so I'm doing all this talking, but it doesn't take that long to do them, but it takes just long enough so you feel you've done some gaming, like you've had your little bit of joy with the game, a bit of fun, and then yeah, okay, I won't, I'll put it down now. I'll realise when it's time to stop. Thank you. The other alternative is that I pay money. Some people decide, no, I'm not going to be finished with you, game, for the night. I'm going to pay money and I'm going to buy some of whatever crystals I need to swap for whatever resins I need, and I'll just open another chest at the end of this.
Catches us lazing around like this.
I'll just open another chest at the end of this. I'll just pay my money. You can do that. And that'll just open another... That does totally invalidate sort of everything I've just said about fairness. Because remember a bit ago I was saying how fair it was that we're all on the same level, that we all have the same, you can't do more quests than me every day, I do the same number as you and we all get the same number of rewards. How fair that is, and how lovely it is to see such fairness, and to limit so you can't go grinding all night while because I've got to sleep. It's not really fair if you're going to grind all night and you don't have, if everyone's got different responsibilities in life. If you limit this game, it means that the most, and I'm not going to say degenerates, I'm going to say committed but the most committed players, they can't run ahead of people who simply can't spend that, or maybe simply don't think it's healthy to spend that amount of time every day doing this one thing. Maybe it encourages you to go out and touch grass more, but no, the other option is you pay, and that's a bit of a worry, I suppose, because some people then can get down, like, imagine if my endless FIFA grind and my endless drinking grind, I had to pay for the drink, bear in mind I did have to pay for the drink, but imagine if I was paying for the FIFA as well when I was drunk. I'd have been the money would have been gone. I mean, the money did go, because I didn't imagine how much. I often think how much money I spent on drink over the years, and how every day just accepting that I was going to spend a tenner on alcohol at least, like factoring that into my daily. What was I doing factoring that into my daily budget? Like, how many days are there in a week? How many thousands of pounds is that every year? Anyway, like, if I had to factor in spending money on resin as well, bloody hell. And when you're in a grind, when once you've decided you're just going to spend money instead, then it's infinite. Well, it's not infinite, it's how much money you've got. But you can find money, you can loan money, you can use a credit card. You end up in the hole trying to pay it back, but that's
If she catches us lazing around like this.
that's an issue. And so for me, the gacha system of I'm going to roll on I'll pay money to maybe get a character, or an extra chance to get a character, not a guaranteed character. I know that the gacha system is what people are like, oh, that's bad, that's predatory, that's money, pay to win. I don't see it as pay to win myself. It's pay to get characters, or pay to not get characters, as the case may be. Pay to get the chance to get characters. But if you've got characters, it doesn't make a shit difference to me, does it? Because it's one player. It can play cooperatively, but it's one player game against the player versus environment. I might have a stronger chance at completing the game a bit quicker with a whole range of wonderful characters that I'd paid loads of money for. I might be a bit stronger, but really that's not what I want. I want to play the game and level up and get there on my own time and enjoy it. So I don't think, if you want to do that, it doesn't bother me. Play to win, yeah, kind of, but pay for you to win individually, quietly on your own, fine. Like, it's not that predatory in a way. Certainly not the gacha. For me, the idea of paying money to roll for those things, I suppose, if you want to pay money for a pair of trainers that you're going to wear out over a period of time, and you might get some wear out of them, whatever. If you want to pay for a go on a computer game or a go at the casino, that's your money and that's your choice. I'm not down with gambling, but if you want to effectively waste your money gambling but get whatever you get out of it, and that's your value, because some people really value their skins in Fortnite. I'm not going to argue with that. Some people say, oh, this is just computer stuff, it's computer graphics, what are you paying for that for? Well, I paid for a lot of computer games that I really loved.
Like, I don't know, if someone wants to, I can't really say, well, that's terrible, it's not the worst thing in the world. But if someone feels compelled to because of a compulsion, because of a chasing losses, or like putting more money in than they can afford to get something that they can't really guarantee, gets a bit edgy, gets a bit but pay to win, well, you pay for your own win maybe, whatever. But the thing that I find,
She catches us lazing around like this.
right, Amber, the thing that I find more worrisome is this aspect that if I run out of resin and I want to keep playing the game and I want to keep grinding, essentially, because so many games involve a grind, don't they? So many involve a grind. Grinding this specifically, I don't know how important this facility in the game is, these dungeons, this continual grind. I don't know if I can complete this whole however many levels there are. I think there are different levels on this. I don't know if I can complete it in one sitting, or if I should complete it in one sitting with my daily resin. I'm not educated enough to know that, but my worry would be that it holds the next challenge out for you, but it's behind either a time gate. Okay, I can't play anymore tonight, but I really want one more run, just 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes, just one more run, just grinding up a little bit more, just nearly there. Just want to do a bit more grind. If I just pay a little bit of money, that I don't like the idea of. If I was on my FIFA grind, like I said, with my beers, if I was sat there drinking
Feel like running.
FIFA and Arefa, but I couldn't play the next game of the Champions League unless I paid, even if it was small to, you know, I'd have probably paid £2.50 to £5 a game in my drunken state for the best games, Champions League finals. And I've had so many fun games of FIFA that I've really, you know, on the way to getting to that Champions League final or FA Cup, you know, the semi-final, the quarterfinals, all those games are fun as well, aren't they? Like, if you said to me suddenly, all right, sorry, bedtime now, or you can pay. Bedtime or pay. That's such a different concept, isn't it? 5 more minutes, please, Mom. Do you remember 5 more minutes? Well,
If she catches us lazing around like this.
now you can pay for 5 more minutes, or it's no more minutes, bedtime. I don't know how I'd react to that. I know how I feel about it now, which is that it's to me now, it says that's a signal to stop playing. It's a signal, you've run out of your resin, time to put it down, mate. It's probably healthy to take a break at that point. Probably healthy. But I can see to some other people, and me in a previous existence, you know, old me, that wouldn't have been a signal to put it down. That may have been a signal to start swiping, because god damn it, I just want to just do one more run. I've still got 2 beers left, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's the worst thing for me, you know, not the predatory gacha rolling on a character. I can take the bad luck. I know I'm not going to get all the characters. Some people get different characters. Some people are rich and can afford the main 5, whatever. Some people are rich and can afford stuff like that. I can't. I'm not. Whatever. I'm not going to cry about it. But 5 more minutes for just a little bit more money. That feels a little bit more like a little bit more raw on the nerve for me. That feels like the thing that I could get more addicted to. The rolling is, maybe I'm a different person from other people, but the casino, I've told you before, doesn't hold any draw to me. Throwing your money in the air and, you know, it might be gone instead of landing. Throw your money in the air and it might be gone. That's it. That's the casino to me. I don't feel any excitement. I feel anxiety. But so I'm not into that gacha rolling. But I am into playing the chuffing game. I am into the challenge. I am into that. I've not been asked to pay any money for the game. The game is free. So if you ask me to pay a little, you know, £2.50 for the final challenge, well, you know, I'm not going to feel even terribly aggrieved. But that's how you get me, isn't it? And then I'm like 4 o'clock in the morning, just another £2.50, just another run on the dungeon. I wonder how many people have felt like that. That's the sinister side for me. So I don't want to go anywhere near feeling like that.
She will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
I'm never going to put money into this, even if I feel like that. So don't worry. It's not like it's going to get me and I'm going to, like, you know, lose my house pouring money into Genshin Impact. It's just that if I feel that it's being predatory, like with Hearthstone. With Hearthstone, I know what they're doing. You know, I know what they're doing. They're having the piss out of me. I'm their cash cow, pay pig. I'm their whale. You know, they've seen me buying those cards. Do you want the super value pack, mate? Yeah, go on then, because I'm going to be buying the chuffers anyway, so I might as well buy it in one big bundle. Do you want another bundle on top of that? Well, not really. I think I should think the first bundle should be enough for all the cards, but since I've opened them and I haven't got all the cards, I suppose I will then. Go on. How many do I have to do until I've got all the cards? Because that's how many it's going to take, because I want all the cards, bottom line. Just tell me how much the fucking cards cost, and I'll decide if I want to buy them.
I feel like running.
They don't do that to you. So another packet if you want, another packet, another bundle until your collection is complete. And then you add it up afterwards. That's not how I want to live. I don't think that's fair. So, I think I'd rather just pay a subscription to the game and have all the cards. That's what I'd rather do, because I don't know where I stand. I'd know how much they're asking me for and if it seemed reasonable. And I like to support a game that I play every day. I'm happy to do that. Especially one from a small indie company like Blizzard. So yeah, I had to walk away from Hearthstone. So if this starts, feeling like it's screwing me over, I'm going to walk away from this as well, frankly. Doesn't matter what stage we're at. If it starts to feel like it's trying to get its teeth into me, and so far it hasn't. It said if you want to roll for the characters.
She catches us lazing around like this.
So far it said if you want to roll for the characters, that's fine. You can roll for them. You don't have to. Just play the game. And I've been happy with that. It's not put it in my face. It's not made it a problem. But if it says you can't carry on playing unless you pay. I know it's weird for me to say that, isn't it? Because it's a free goddamn game. Why shouldn't they ask if you want to play, pay some money? FIFA did. I had to pay £40 every year for the new disc. Most games ask you to pay if you want to play them. But if this gets to be the point where I feel like I'm being not tricked but manipulated, sort of if they're pushing buttons in my brain, making me feel like I want to do things and it involves money, I'm going to find that a bit grimy and horrible. I'm not going to want to do it. So every time I go up to this tree to get my rewards, I have to pay 20 primo gems. And when my primo gems, not primo gems, what are they called? Little moon hearts, little moon resin. I have to pay my resin above my head, which is now starting to top up for the amount of time I've been talking. I have to, if every time I clear a floor here, I have to pay 20 of that. And if I want to get to the bottom floor, it might be too much resin for me. And if it is, and I can never get to the bottom floor without paying, I'll accept, 1 or 2 payments to finish a dungeon here and there. To sort of pay for the content. If I'm really committed and I want to buy that content because I want to see that end game content and pay for it, yeah, I'll pay once or twice. But I'm not paying every time I fucking, if I run out of resin, that's the end of me. I'm not paying. I'll give you up to an equivalent of about £40 for your game if you captivate me for 40 hours and I think it's worth it later, end game. But now, if you start asking me for £2.50 just to collect my rewards. So anyway, let me show you what goes on in here. You've got a timer, so you better get on with it. And every time you kill one, it adds time, so you need to kill them to get your time. Come on. There you go, look, there's my timer going up. Maybe I should be our old wrong friend. This is the one. Oh god, no, the time, quick.
Come a little closer.
Kill some things, there you go. Go on. Are we killing them? Yeah, I'm killing them. There's the big one. Where's the big one? Right. I want that big chuffer to go down. There we go.
You're in for a little shock.
There you go. Challenge complete, look. Wasn't too bad, was it? But that's because it's the very first one in its early stages. So you go up to your little tree. Outrider Amber. Please, thanks. There we go. Go up to your little tree, look. Do you want your stuff? It's got a key, look. Claim rewards. So I'll have that. So I got my stuff. Now, I could continue the challenge, and you see how it says at the bottom there now, continue challenge, remaining 125 resin, that's called. There's too many different... I think they should just have gold coins, and everything should just be gold coins, more they call it. Even that's called a funny name. Everything should be the same, so you know how much everything costs. But I don't know if you can change coins into resin, or you can buy resin on the shop with real money. Maybe it should tell you how much it costs in dollars, because you can buy more resin. Now, to continue the challenge, it's going to cost me more resin. I can keep pressing that X and continuing, but only to a limited point. And that's where, if it stops me from playing the fucking game, do you know what I mean? If it stops me from getting to level 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, every time it's more money, I'm going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, this isn't going to start getting expensive. I'm playing for free here. So when I've paid my resin, I'm done. But I hope it's not going to be compelling me to pay more. I hope that free-to-play players are not locked out of the best content simply by nature of the limit of your... Because they're putting the limit on the resin. Remember that. I only get 160 a day. I can only top it up if I might be ignorant, I might be wrong, but I think I can only top it up by using what's called condensed resin, and I think that's either a really good resource that I don't want to waste on shit, or I think it's something you buy. So I'm not sure, but it might be that I can't go above this number unless I pay money. If that's the case, I think that would be a real mistake, you know, to do a free-to-play game and then to halfway through discover that you're locked out of some of the content unless you pay. Feels a bit of a cheeky one, so I wouldn't be pleased with that. Let's continue. I mean, I'd still play the game, all of the one-player stuff. You know, I'd still accept that if I really want to be a hardcore, there's a line that leyline disorder. There's a line that I'd choose to either cross or not cross based on my own financial decision. And you know, my perception of games. Like I said, I've not been a subscriber of a game before. I'm prepared to do it. Hearthstone was like being a subscriber because you pay them so often, but you just pay them in such huge amounts that you wouldn't ever consider subscribing to something for that value. But yeah, I'd consider it, but I'd like to know where I stand and all that business. Right, there we go. Doing some killing. It's quite easy with the old electric to kill these water things.
You've been a naughty boy.
And I want to make sure I get that big chuffer down, because if I'm left with time on the clock and the big chuffer, that'll be a problem. There he goes. Right. There they goed. There they goed. There they went.
Blitz.
Pop! There we go. Challenge completed. Gives you a little clear time. And do I want to get my rewards? Yep. So you don't have to run around the map as well. To spend your resin every day, there's those little things that appear on the top world that we did. Those little ley line disorders. You don't have to run around the map doing those. Look, remaining 105. I can just continue. Obtaining. At that rate, at that level. Obviously, when I get a higher level, I go higher. But then I'm limited. So if I want to buy... I suppose, in a way... I suppose it's not... let me do R3 details. Not that. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Just... leave and go in, because I'm only learning about this really now and like thinking about it deeply now. It's not that bad, is it? It's not as bad as charging you for... Let me show you this thing and I'll say my brain will work. Could have a jazzier loading screen. It's a way of paying for what are the things called that you use? Materials, isn't it? Matt's materials. I'm just going to run down here and grab this stone thing because it's valuable. This is a job for Outrider Amber. So you see that stone there? Pop. There it goes.
That's my electro crystal now. That's going to help me to upgrade my weapons, isn't it? And this thing, chop, that's going to help me to upgrade my weapons. But they're just things that you find lying around in the world. Someone does need assistance. They're just things you find lying around in the world. In this door, in this palace, in these places all around the map, my potential rewards, they're not just the things you find lying around the map, look. What I just picked up then, those shackle things, I think you can get them from killing enemies. I actually do think you get them from killing enemies. I don't think you have to do this to get them. But certainly the AP, the experience points, and I don't know what other stuff is, friendship points. You don't find friendship points lying around the map. That is more standard experience stuff. But this is materials for upgrading, isn't it? That's what I'm winning. Those materials for upgrading. And remember earlier we looked at that little shop and she had all those materials. So there are other ways to get it, I suppose. But if I want to pay money for the materials, if I've run out of resin, I can pay and I can do more runs and I can get more materials. So it's not that bad, is it? I wonder how I'd feel back in the FIFA days. I wonder if I'd be compelled to grind up my mats. You know, just another 2 runs and I can get this sword. That's what that is essentially, isn't it? Just another 2 runs and I can get this sword, or just another 2 runs and I can get. It must be about those rewards, those material rewards. So I hope that the game, therefore, on the same principle, I hope the game delivers enough material rewards in due order that I don't have to do this extended extra, and just my daily resin will be enough. That's what I'm hoping. But isn't it cool? You know, you don't have to battle out on this world. If you want to just grind your resin away in that place, you can just do that. The other option, like I say, on this world map thus far, is these little event things. They're called ley line disorders. Like these. And you go there and it's above my face. It's just like telling you what sort of thing it is. It's just baddies and you go and kill them. And then at the end you open the flower and you get your rewards to spend your resin. So it's cool there's different systems for it, isn't there? I wonder if there's anything else to spend my resin on daily, because thus far it's just been those things. But maybe there'll be more. And my daily what are they called? My daily commissions. I must have done them earlier today. It's 2 a.m. now, so maybe, maybe they should have ticked over by now. I think I did them about 2 p.m. But I don't know what happened with that Chuffer and his friend his sister in the fountain. I don't know if it broke. I don't know if I completed it. But they're your daily things. You come here and you do those daily things. So let's finish off some of our resin in here.
Someone needs assistance.
Shall we finish our resin in here? I suppose we shall. Because I am now looking for those upgrade materials. And I know you don't get a choice of your material. You get whatever's offered today. Check this out. This is quite cool. The rewards change daily. So if I'm looking for some of those satchels to upgrade a weapon, I want to do it on a Monday or a Thursday. If I'm looking for those tusky teeth, I'm on Tuesday and a Friday. Today is Wednesday, Saturday. And you're getting those shackles. Those weapon ascension shackles. Tomorrow, it'll be a choice of anything. Could get all of them. Might get loads. So you choose what you're trying to upgrade, and then you fight out the different thing based on what you're trying to get. Whereas these things, that'll offer me more gold. That one. I can move my little face. My big face. My little face. I'm learning. This will give me more gold. That one. Whereas the blue one over here, which now my face is in the way. The blue one over here will give me more XP. That one's giving me more XP. So I can choose whether I want to be rich or whether I want to level up. So that's cool as well. It's giving me more choice. Again, if I run out of resin and I want to level up more today, I have to start spending money. So it is pay to win in a way. If you can pay more, you still have to have the time. You still have to do the tasks, I believe. So, but still, you pay more, you get more out of the game, I guess. So that doesn't sound bad to me. To a limit. It doesn't sound bad to me that I'm not prepared to pay on a free-to-play game and I don't get that extra.
But if you are, you do, that doesn't sound terrible to me, you know. Let's go and pop one of these. Let's see what's going in. Because it's not like there's any, you know, it's not like it's not fair, is it? Like that somebody's got more money. Like in real life, I suppose I've heard Asmongold say this, right? Which is that in real life, life is not fair. Some people have more money than other people. But when it comes to video games, people don't want that. You know, that's what real life's like, and real life is shitty. But in video games, people want it to be fair. They want it to be, you know, egalitarian. So, I get that point. But I also completely concede that, you know, if some people have got more money and they want to give the people who make the game more money and have better stuff than me, like that's the same as shopping for clothes or anything, isn't it? People that spend more money get the better stuff. Well, theoretically, I mean, to a point. Look, this is one of those quest things that I've done it already. I had to fly out there without Ryder Amber. We should have been there together, but we couldn't because the internet.
I'll catch up.
You know, I've been doing a little running around these areas, you see. It's nice. Another crappy bow. Why do I always get crappy bows, man? I get so many of those crappy bows. Right, where's my blue thing? Is it down there? Yeah, it's down there. Seems there's been a disturbance in the ley lines. This is a job for Outrider Amber. And also, very quickly, Noelle. And once I've tagged someone up with Noelle, popped off a kill, I like to switch to electrified Lisa. Oh, I got pushed out then. Pop someone off with Lisa. Usually I've got more shield.
A little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
There you go. Make them explode, Lisa. Pop their little socks off. Oh, Chuff.
Don't be such a brute.
That's not good.
Leave it all to me.
That's more like it.
Time to clean up.
And I've started doing proper damage now. Look, 200. 200. 150, that'll do. When I say proper damage, I do realise that, like, the top, you know, at the other end of the scale, people are doing 2000s. They're in the thousands, 20,000s. Gonna spend some resin. That's what we're here to do. We'll do some story mode tomorrow night. Tomorrow in the stream, in the daytime. I'm on YouTube in the daytime tomorrow doing body language for that woman who did that video about poor Martin Litkey, the flat earther, whose conference went to shit and all his friends had turned their back on stabbing him. One of the friends she wasn't really a friend. She just turned it into a big thing about her. And anyway, look, tomorrow we're doing the body language video to follow up on our flat earth and what's it called, Tartaria conspiracy stuff. I've turned into the Jeremy Kyle of Tartaria. That's what's happened there. I've turned into the Jeremy Kyle of Tartaria. And then so we're doing that on YouTube tomorrow in the day. It's just how it's happened. I'm really pleased. You know what, this week we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube and I got this massive boost of viewers. Did 10x. I did 10x. I'll tell you about this. Devin Nash tells you about this. The plan with our stream, of course, is to grow, isn't it? The plan with our content is to grow. I still haven't got that chuffing. I'm so close now to having this. We did a practice run for the podcast and I wasn't happy with the video. Like the quality of what you're looking at now, I wasn't happy with. My lighting, my spotlights, maybe it's that, maybe it's the camera, maybe it's the fact I run it into the computer through this crappy HDMI capture card that says it's 4K, but it's actually 720p. Anyway, I'm so close to making that step up, buying a 4K camera and a computer that I can plug multiple cameras in through, a proper computer with the
Elgato 4K. I'm so close on the whole thing.
Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
I love tea, but anyway, I'm so close on that now. This is really close to happening. And when it does, I will start talking to people in this room a lot more. But until then, I'm not happy with the image. I don't want to do a podcast and it looks shit. So I'm not happy with. And also, I feel a bit about COVID a little bit still. And now that's gone. Actually, I don't feel that bad about COVID now. It has kind of, it is time to get out there again. Maybe it's just me and anxiety, but being a guest booker is a hard job as well. I don't know. But I want to push towards a media product, like I said before, that's consistent, that is sponsorable, all that business. That's what I want to be doing. So I want to be improving the stream, stepping forward. I want people to watch the stream, obviously. And I've been experimenting with different kinds of content, with what we call variety content. And I want to continue doing variety content. I'm not a Genshin Impact streamer, but nor am I a conspiracy Tartaria.
All of it, whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
All right. Nor am I a Tartaria conspiracy streamer, but we go through little phases on the stream, don't we? Like we played all of Pokemon, and we were talking about giant stone Jesuses. We go through little phases. I do really want to try and, I really do want to get back to indie game developer interviews as well. There's things that they're never going to leave my pinboard. I'm definitely doing those, but at the moment we phased into this thing about Tartaria.
I'll be there.
You will be there, will you? Well, you won't be there anymore because I'm about to Chuffing switch you out, you chuffer. We phased into this thing about Tartaria. So anyway, getting the views on YouTube, it's not an easy job. The stream is not supposed to get the views. What's supposed to get the views is my edited videos about the stream, my edited, easy to digest content. Bottom line, right? I want to 10x. I want to go from 10s and 20 views on a video, on a stream, whatever, 10s and 20s. I want to 10x that to 100s, 200s. And once we've got that and it's stable, I want to 10x that again to go from 200 to 1,000 to 2,000. Like, it's about 10x. That's basically the bottom line. Devin Nash says it. Devin Nash knows his stuff. He's on Twitch. He talks about business and streaming and what have you. He knows his stuff. I'm pushing to try and make that happen in subtle little ways. I'm not doing the full shebang, am I? I'm not like heavily edited me eating gold food, £100,000 give this homeless man a Lamborghini charity challenge. Like, I'm not like Mr. Beast and Jake Paul at this stage. Never shall I be, but I want to just make it easier to digest. I do these videos, these streams, not tonight. Tonight's just a celebration of the fact that the internet's fixed. I'm back on and I love this Genshin Impact, but I tend to do a stream that's about 2 hours long, that has a point, that is like an episode. Do you know what I mean? It's not just I turn on stream, here I am, I'll play this, we'll chat that, we'll do this, we'll do that. Not in the traditional Twitch old school sense of streaming, but I tend to do a 2 hour thing with an episode. It might be an episode of Genshin Impact. It might be an episode of talking about body language, like we're doing tomorrow.
There's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
And so what happened was the Tartaria, the debunking of the conspiracy theories, drew some interest from some, like, in my opinion, nice people who I'm glad to have with us on the stream, because they're sensible people who want to debunk this stuff. And like David's an example. I don't have to name people's names. They know who they are if they're watching for that reason. And so it drew the attention of them. David posted, one of our YouTube subscribers posted on a Facebook channel about it. So that started to get more views on those videos. And I saw like, this is picking up on these videos. That's good. And then what happened is in the Tartaria home thing, in their group, they've had a drama. We've been following Martin Leaker. We've been following Martin Leaker and his ideas, and then his conference. And then what happened is he's had this like falling out with some woman that was on the tour. It's all drama. It's all kicking off. And so I covered a bit of that because, I'm covering what they're saying right now, and here's them saying it, and all of a sudden they start having this drama. So I covered it. And I'm not a drama channel, and it's not like there's many drama channels dedicated to flat earth conspiracy drama. So I found a real niche. But anyway, the bottom line is that more people than ever have watched those recent streams. That's cool. They're not going to watch all my new streams. When I do variety again, they're not going to be interested by Genshin Impact or
All right, they might be interested. We're going to snowball a few. A few are going to stick around. That's what's happened. We've gone from 50 subscribers to 100. We doubled that. That's fantastic. That's a doubling of the number. It doesn't sound like a lot, 100 subs, but that's your first. That's our first milestone, isn't it? I remember the 100 subs on the ASMR channel. It's a milestone. So we've achieved that now. I'm really happy. We've gathered up some people that believe in the conspiracies, some people that hate Martin Leaker, some people that love Martin Leaker, some people that hate Jade, some people that love Jade, some people are there just to be angry at me, some people are there to tell me the earth is flat. I don't care. We're like, I've said this before on streams about this topic, is to try and rise above the feelings and the ideas and say, look, we're all humans, so I care about you and your mental health. That's probably why I'm suggesting to put down the conspiracy theory, but don't have to hate me for not agreeing with your ideas, whatever. So and also there are a couple of people who've actually said that they decided to sort of put down the conspiracy theory ideas because of something maybe we looked on stream, so that was really good. I'm really happy to have those people now with us on the YouTube stream. YouTube is a growing stream platform. I am growing on YouTube streaming, not with this gameplay, not with Genshin. Some people are finding my Genshin videos and joining us here, but I'm growing on YouTube with this conspiracy drama. And I'm not always, I'm not always going to do conspiracy drama, but I will gather some of those. We will grow as a stream. So from 100, we've done the 10x from 50. The video count, the view count has gone 20s, 30s to 200s, 300s for these recent uploads. So I've done the 10x on that front. I've got to maintain it. I've got to get those people on board with the stream in general. Got to maintain it. Every time we cover a new topic, a new area, this is certainly the case with Genshin Impact as well. We'll get people that come to the stream that are new because they're Genshin people or they're flat earth people or whatever it is, and they've come in from that avenue. It's their portal in. But once they're in and we do something different, we're all humans. They're not going to say, right, I hate you now because you're not doing Genshin Impact anymore. I hate you now. I won't watch you doing something else. I'm not going to watch you talk about prisons. I'm not going to do it. It doesn't interest me. Well, of course it interests. Like when we overlap in interests, okay, you won't watch every stream, but you'll watch the ones that interest you, and some of them will, and some whatever. I'll snowball, variety, snowball, bring in people from here, bring in people from there, eclectic mix of people. Some people have different ideas. I'm not going to be angry at them for having funny ideas. If they say mean things and rude things, of course, that's not acceptable. But, we're going to have an eclectic mix of ideas, and I'm not going to try and shut people's ideas down necessarily, even though I do videos that to totally debunk those ideas. I've done those videos, they're there. So, if they still don't, okay, man, okay. If you want to believe in, it's another way to look at it, right? Is imagine someone's a committed Christian, or pick your religion of choice, because you can't have them all. They can't all be right. So let's say Christian and just a contrasting Hinduism, maybe.
There's something
Right,
strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's assume that you can only have one god, and either one, or maybe in Hinduism you don't, maybe you have lots. Anyway, the point being that you don't say to somebody, right, you're stupid and you believe some rubbish and therefore you're an idiot, and that can't possibly be true. It's like a religion, it's a faith. You kind of respect their views and their opinions, and you don't share them yourself necessarily. Both these people can't. You can't be a Christian and a Hindu, so you don't share them both, but you can still get on and care for each other and be kind and compassionate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I want to take with this influx of people, especially the ones that are cantankerous in their comments. That's the way I want to take that. It's just going to show love, going to be kind, and hopefully grow as a stream. So tomorrow we're doing that body language thing. But yeah, it's been a massive step forward, right, for the stream. And I'm really pleased with it. It's a huge thing, because that snowball effect, in theory, as long as I can maintain and be present and do good streams, like I said, I try and plan them out as a bit of a 2-hour episode. This one isn't planned. This is just us playing games tonight. But try and get some, something going on. You know what I'm like, trying to get things going on. Eventually get this talking podcast, that big computer set up there, running, and, this room is good for this. It's good. We've had the internet fixed now. That's another huge step forward. Security of the internet fixed. I bought one of these, just in case everything goes wrong. I bought that. That's a 30 meter. Thanks to the tippies and the chippies. That's a 30 meter Ethernet cable, I think it's called. Is it Ethernet? It's the internet cable. That's the internet cable. 30 meters of internet. I purchased myself 30 meters of prime internet, and if I need to, I can plug that in to the computer and run the wire straight to the chuffing thing in the wall. So there's never ever, worst case scenario, if the Wi-Fi stops, I can plug it in straight to the box now. So we're not going to have choppy streams ever again. Hopefully, touch wood. I don't believe in touch wood. I believe personally in, like, if it's not, if it's meant to happen, everything happens for a reason. But personally, I believe that I'm beset by trials, and it's through my good character that I win through. And it's not that you win like some.
If she catches us lazing around like this.
It's not that you win some financial reward. It's not that. But hard work and persistence and your good character, your good nature, your honesty, those sort of things. The things that really, that's, I guess, a reward in itself, isn't it? But hopefully you're rewarded by good people, and like what we're trying to say is that hopefully being good is like magnetic to other good people, and you find, like, I think it is anyway, because certainly, Nigel was here earlier. I don't know if you still are, but Nigel was here earlier. Snips, like you people have been really like not helpful financially, but definitely financially, but like for my mental health as friends, like saying help. Like, Nigel's helped me fix the stream, literally fix it, so it works. Like it just. Like, without that, I couldn't be doing this. So, not just the fact that without people to watch it, I couldn't be the person you're watching. Not that, but without the help of kind people. And I believe, like I said, I think, because trying to be good. It's not like I was the devil before. It's not like I'm a reformed criminal. I'm just, like, a bit of a chuffer, been a bit of a naughty, bit of a bad boy. Don't play by the rules. But I don't hurt people, and I try and be kind. So I think that, it should be magnetic, shouldn't it? I don't know. Anyway, beliefs. Who knows about beliefs? But no one's allowed to poo-poo mine, and I'm not poo-pooing anyone else's. So there you go. Drop the controller. So yeah, the stream has started to grow, and God willing, I can continue that growth. And if it's 10x, then what happens is that we've gone from 20s to 40s to 200s to 400s. Not on every episode and the new things. Not every Genshin's going to get that. Not everyone. But, it will grow. And then the next step is like another 10x jump, and at that next 10x jump it becomes monetizable, and not like, I can make loads of money, but I need to start making some fucking money. So it becomes monetizable, just the basics, just the normal YouTube stuff, just I get ads on my stream then, and if you want you can pay to have them taken off, but I can't not have them because YouTube won't suggest my videos. So but we can get to that stage, and then the next, so that monetizable content takes one of the pressures off you, essentially the audience, but also we have a bigger audience. That pressure is dispersed amongst. I hope you don't feel any pressure to contribute financially, although I'm saying that with the thing at the bottom saying tip me, because I hope that people do choose to. So we want to take that pressure off this tip me thing, move into the realm of approaching those numbers where we can get a sponsor, approaching those numbers and production quality where I'm doing something that deserves sponsorship, and then I'm happy. Then I'm living my best life, doing my best happy job, getting up in the morning, doing a bit of editing, getting the show together, performing, sitting here with my friends talking on the internet a load of chuff, and sometimes meeting people in the house, having them round that are interesting and talking some more chuff. That I don't have to have a Lamborghini out of it. I don't need a fucking solid gold hat. I just want to be sharing positivity in the world, hopefully reaching people with ideas that can change their lives for the better. That's the main thing, and doing it on a financially stable platform, not platform as in YouTube, but platform as in my living arrangements, being stable.
Strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Being able to say, because I haven't for years now after the hairdressing, because with the hairdressing I was self-employed full-time, so I didn't even have a holiday. So being able to then one day say, look, I'm going to have a little holiday, and I might even take the the camera on a stick and, you know, take all us stream with us. But, you know, have a little holiday, and it's something I've worked for and can afford and can enjoy, and don't feel like, because at the moment, if I go out, because I have and I will go and have little city breaks and do little things sometimes, but I do sort of feel guilty that I should be working and not frittering my money away. Because there's no more money coming in if I don't work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I go and stay in Rome for a few days. Yeah, that's fun, but that costs me. Can't just do that every week. So yeah. So then I can start living my best life. That's the plan, and it's all for me. That is for me. But what you get is you get me all the time talking. So hopefully, the general plan, the reason I'm doing media, because I could live my best life with a different job. I'd probably earn more money more quickly doing something different. I say probably. I would certainly earn more money doing, like, maybe long term. This has got more potential. I always like to think of work, and maybe, you know, maybe this is something that you might want to listen to and take to heart, or maybe you might think I'm talking shit, because I am quite often talking shit, but I'm not often. Quite often I'm talking sense. Work, okay, you can just go to work and go home and that's it, you know, don't have to think about it. There's some benefit in that. Not having to think about it, just taking the wage, no worries. Can still climb the ladder, can still move up to management or whatever it is, you know, 16 years on the floor, like, whatever it is, you know, this. But I like to think that there's prospects, and I like to think, certainly for the way I feel about challenges, maybe it's not for everyone, I don't know, but I like to feel that there's infinite prospects if I'm prepared to take the challenges on. And I used to hate jobs where there was, like, not just a limit, but like no option whatsoever on any sort of progress. Like, if you work on the checkout for like 10 years, you might be able to start stacking the shelves or become the manager or whatever. You know, I don't want to sit on that checkout for 10 years to prove something. I've sat there for 10 minutes and that's enough for me. Let's move me up the ladder now. Let's do another challenge, because this is boring. It wasn't I don't like the job. It's not I don't like people. It's I'm bored. I can do that. Yep, learned that. Figured it out now. Like, I don't want to do this every day. I'm bored. Can I have another challenge? And some jobs provide endless challenge, and this idea that there's no ceiling. When I was a hairdresser, there was a limit on how much I could do, but there's no ceiling to how, like, if I want to have a big salon, lots of hairdressing chairs, lots of stuff going on, I can expand. I can keep going. That's me. If I work for a hairdresser, if I work for someone else, I'm getting my wages, probably getting more money, bottom line, in my pocket, working for someone else. But that's it. That's all I can ever do. You're always the boss. I can be your second in command, maybe. I might run one salon for you while you're off expanding the business. You see what I mean? They're expanding the business. I know. I want to be the one going doing I want the infinite. I want to see what's out there. I want to see what the next challenge is. So with this streaming, I feel it's got that inbuilt, isn't it? I know that I'm not going to be Jake Paul. Obviously, I'm not going to be a millionaire. The ridiculous numbers that some people not enjoy, but work hard to achieve, and by rights achieve. There's an element of popularity contest, and I don't like, you know, I'm not big on the old popularity contest, but I do respect a lot. You know, it's strange. A lot of the big streamers, the celebrities in the streaming world, we've started to get to a point where I can start to despise them for being like celebrities and having it easy because they've got agents and somebody writing them a script and somebody doing the cameras and somebody editing for them, and, you know, oh, it's easy if it's easy if you're so and so and you've got this and that for you. But actually, I look at them all and I think they've worked really hard to get there, and they've really, because I know about media production, I'm chuffing while doing it. I really respect. I don't think there's anyone in the high echelons of the streaming world that represents that higher echelon, that elite status, that I don't respect. I don't think there's anyone that I don't think, well, you know, even if I don't want to watch your stream, you've worked really hard to create a really good thing, media product, whatever you want to call it. You produce, you're there, you're consistent. You know, you've hit those nails on the head, and it's not just like, I'm joking about Mr. Beast in a way. I think Mr. Beast has done a really good job of creating content. It's not content for me, but it's a really good job of creating content. But it's not just like this tabloid shit. It's not just like, not everyone is just sort of doing drama rubbish or I don't know, the way ASMR, you know, on Twitch, the way they're licking the ears on Twitch, you know, not everyone's licking ears. Some people are actually doing really nice, you know, concise whispering. Some people in the YouTube world are making really good content. Some people are just doing a video of some, you know, cat falling off a fridge or something. But, you know, some people are making really good content. And who am I to say the cat falling off the fridge is not good content? But on Twitch, I see a lot of high-end. I don't think you make it to that high-end elite. I don't think those high-end elites sustain unless they have worked hard and got the good... I don't know, it's maybe not an innate ability even. Maybe it's something you work on. Anyway, what I'm saying is that this streaming thing is going well. We've hit a new hurdle. We've hit a new mark on YouTube. I see YouTube as the future. You know, I see one day just being on YouTube all the time. I don't know though. I like being able to separate the gameplay over here because I think YouTube, this is a big mind blower. I think Twitch is the streaming platform for gaming and gaming culture. You know, if you're going to say Kappa or Poggers, like if you know what Poggers is, great, you're on Twitch, you know what Poggers is. But if you're uninitiated to that, like if you're everyone else in the world, they're on YouTube or Facebook, and one of those two places will be not Facebook because that's going to die, but YouTube is going to be where, like my dad, he's watching YouTube videos. He's never going to watch a Twitch stream. He's never going to know what Poggers means. He's never going to do that, but he will watch a YouTube stream because he watches YouTube videos. So the concept of live streaming doesn't have to be introduced to him. The lingo doesn't have to be introduced. The jargon, the argot, the slang doesn't have to be introduced to my dad. You don't need to know what chat is or any of that. You can switch on a YouTube stream and you can see, oh, it's a live thing I'm watching. You know, everyone can get that. All the uninitiated. For Twitch, you have to be initiated. You have to know. You know, don't have to. Or why would you be here if you didn't? Do you know what I'm saying? Why would you be here if you didn't know? If you didn't care? Do you know what I'm saying? This is a video gaming culture. It's more than that now. It's more than that. But so many of the terms I use, so much terminology that I use, like talking about DPS characters earlier. I didn't explain what damage per second meant because it's, if I have to explain it on Twitch, I mean it's Twitch for Christ's sake, damage per second, right? But on YouTube, I might not even mention it. I might not bother playing something so in-depth as Genshin. And this is so weird. I think YouTube is the growth platform for streaming. I think if you want to be a bigger streamer in the future, if you want to grow as a streamer, be on YouTube. But here's the crux of it. Here's the nugget. Don't stream games. Some people aren't streamers for not games. Some people aren't entertainers. I'm not some special entertainer, but you know what I mean? Like some people aren't variety stream. But if you are, do your variety stuff on YouTube. Do your games on Twitch. I watch Asmongold edits on YouTube. I don't watch him playing World of Warcraft for hours on YouTube. I watch the things he's saying, the reactions and all that, edited on YouTube. I would watch him live streaming on YouTube. If I come to Twitch, I expect more that he'd be playing World of Warcraft for hours. And if he was, I wouldn't bat an eyelid. I wouldn't think that's rubbish. I think that's him on Twitch. I'd watch it. You know what I'm saying? I think, and some people might even say, get on with the game when you're playing the game. On YouTube, you won't have that. On YouTube, it's going to be a platform of growth for streamers who are creating any kind of content, anything at all. A lot of the time, it's in its early stages at the moment. A lot of the time, it's podcasts or podcast-esque things, a bit like what I'm doing now. And it can also be bringing people in on the Zoom call, having a drama chat. For the flat earthers, it's talking their flat earth stuff. But it's this live conference call feel, this Zoom call feel, and it's this talk show-esque happening. The Joe Rogan thing, you know, kicked all that off a long time ago, didn't it, for the podcasts? But now everyone's got access to it, and I think it's only going to grow as a streaming platform, YouTube, and I think for that reason it's going to grow massive, because YouTube is huge, isn't it? It's huge. Once people cotton on that live streams are a thing, as well as it's the way TikTok has grown, and now YouTube's got shorts and all that. Well, Twitch is big, YouTube's got live streams, but when those normies, when those normal people, when everyone cottons on, a bit like, you know how Facebook cottoned on. First, Facebook was like, oh, only kids do Facebook, only young people do Facebook. Only geekheads with the computers do Facebook. And then it was everyone, and now your nan's got a Facebook. And do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got it. Now it's so far on that the kids have left Facebook and they're all on TikTok, and it's only the older people that are left on Facebook. But it's a bit like that. The live streaming thing will be like that. I've already seen a different generation actually not just accessing and watching it, but actually producing it. You know, I've already seen a completely different, not the internet savvy, not the 4chan. You know, it's not the people who use Twitch. People who use Twitch know what's going on the internet. People who use YouTube don't have to. They can still watch YouTube. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why YouTube's going to be the big growth platform for streaming. Yeah. But not for gaming, which is why we're here on Twitch playing this. And I think in the future I will continue, certainly with stuff like this, Super Nintendo Switch. I will certainly be doing much more of my gameplay focused stuff here, but definitely expanding on YouTube. Touch the lane on opening. And we have been expanding, like I was saying. It's a big celebration this week of our first big 10x. I should be using cryo here, but I don't have any. Where'd you go, you chuffer?
I missed a spot.
Ah!
Leave it up to me.
And also, I suppose it is worth pointing out as well that YouTube has permanence. Certainly not, you know, infinite permanence. One day, all my videos will be gone, I suppose. But certainly while I'm alive and for a few years after, all my content is there. And certainly, hopefully, for as long as you're alive, you'll be able to access it. So that's not the same with Twitch. Twitch doesn't have like a, you know, it's not that, is it? It's not a video. You can still see some of the live streams a couple of weeks after they've happened, but then they disappear forever. So I use YouTube as not only as an archive, but now also as a growth platform for the stream. So it seems sensible, doesn't it, to have everything in one place? But like I was saying, I don't think, like the people who watch the Flat Earth stuff and the Tartaria debunking and all that and the drama, they're not going to be interested in the in-depth gameplay of Genshin Impact, and it might even put them off. So I think keeping this on Twitch, keeping the gameplay on Twitch will help the YouTube thing to grow even. That's what I was saying. If you're on YouTube, do chuffing, but don't play games, because the audience is going to be slightly different. And they might understand like a sort of radio phone-in or radio show, essentially like a live podcast, much better than they would understand extended gameplay sessions. When I say understand, I just mean like their tolerance for being able to consume it. You off the cliff, mate? He's still alive? Oh, he's still alive, the chuffer. Where'd he go? He's flying up the top of the thing. You are chuffing me about. Look, he's going to chuff me over while I'm trying to climb up to kill him. Hurt it. There.
I missed a spot.
No, I chuff you, Mr. Spot. Get up there, you. Don't you... Oh, I'm going to run out of puff. No, I'm going to run out of puff. Don't... No, 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 no. This has all gone tits. Right, what do I want to be? Just... anything that will kill you, you chuffer. Not that one, then. It's Electro, isn't it? Where's she gone?
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Because I don't have a cryo, so... I know, there's Kea. I'm not having Kea. I'm not having him.
Come a little closer.
Come a little closer, but now you've been whopped out of your shield, I can just pop you up with one of these. There you go. Wallop. Have a big dollop of challenge completed, and let's spend some resin. And in the time I've talked, in the time I've been on and talking, I've re-energized another 10 resin. So that'll keep us going. Let's have a little look on the map. I can be off to the far peak of the point there, or I can be in one of those little dungeons, or I can be at that yellow one over there on the very border of the new area. And I've yet to explore the new area, and we do want to go there and open it up. Tomorrow evening we'll be playing this with some questage back on the story mode. Absolutely. So I'm just going to do what's easy right now and just run over here and grab that one. Although I've got a feeling, right, I shouldn't have said this. Easy. Oh, look, there's a chest there, that's mine. I've got a feeling that it's going to be right on the point of the map, and I'm going to fall off into the sea. Did all my stuff fall on the floor then? Just get off my stuff, you. That's my adventurous experience. What are you doing even looking at it? You shouldn't look at my things. I don't know if you heard. But this is Noelle, and she's very prim. She doesn't like you looking up her knickers. So she'll be smashing you to death with her giant sword. Hi, my name's Noelle, and I'll be your maid for the day. I'll be smashing you to death with my giant sword. Please leave me a nice review on TripAdvisor. Oh, yes, look at this. What's this? Crystal chunks. That's what I want. That's what I like. White iron and crystal. Get in my tummy. Well, not in my tummy. Get in my bag. I'll have you in my bag. Look. You can go in the bag. Have I got a bag? Is it a bag that I'm putting them in? I don't know. Chop. Common chest. Look at all this cool stuff. That's all mine. I can't have explored this area fully. There we go. It's over there. Yeah, it's on the edge here. It's going to put me in a situation. Now watch this. The kind of baddies that will pop out of this will be the kind that can knock you off an edge. They've got to be, haven't they? I've got to end up in the sea. There's no other reason for having this out here other than to end me up in the sea. So let's see if I can't roll this without ending up in the sea. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, look. Already I'm getting pushed towards the sea. What did I literally just say? Don't go in the sea. Right on the edge now, aren't we? Look. You chuffers. There's one more over the edge. Oh, it's 2 of 7. So when I've killed these, more are going to appear. And the second lot are the better, stronger. Look, here we go. See, look. Oi! What did I just say? Go, Amber, really, is what I want. Where's Amber? There she is. No, not in the sea, not in the sea. What did I say would happen? What did I just say would happen? That these chuffers are going to be the sort of chuffers that can end you up in the sea. Right, I want to kill these little Ewoks. Oh, you are not pushing me in the sea, I'll tell you that. Oh, I don't... No. Not staggering, are they? Look. Where's my shields? There we go. Right, and let's have you. This should work. Big damage, come on. Now he's built his shield back. This is a problem. I don't like it when they run after me. I need to set those shields on fire, please. Gadget Amber.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Yes. That was cool when you said that, Amber. I like that. Oh, Chuffing now, very close to the cliff there. No.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
How's that not getting through your shield? Oh, God.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Defending it with his shield, isn't he? Look, rubbish. Right. It's got to be Outrider Amber. Where's she gone? Set these shields on fire. These shields are on fire. And then
Once they're gone,
Someone needs assistance.
someone needs assistance. Do not end up... This is right at the end now, Noel, okay? So we've got all this way. Do not end up in the goddamn sea. I'm telling you. Dead. There you go. That was a nice challenge. Nicely, just on the right side. You know, it's always going to be just at the right level of challenge, isn't it? Because as you level up, that's one thing that I get annoyed about with these games, though. Like, the enemies change, so that's good. But as you level up, as you get stronger, as my number goes up, how heavy I hit with that sword goes up. These enemies get easier to kill. That's good. But then they get more health and stronger and bigger, and then they just take the same amount of time to kill. So as my number goes up, their number goes up, and eventually we're just both fighting at big numbers. But essentially we're doing exactly the same thing as I've just been doing there. A few more buttons on the controller, a few more moves, but essentially doing exactly the same thing, taking about the same amount of time. Unless I'm playing like a noob and I'm not stringing together my elementals properly, because I've only got a small squad and I'm not bringing the cryo chappy. But other than that, like, it's weird, isn't it, the way the numbers go up for both sides. So you feel like you're getting stronger, but then equivalent, relative, it's just the same thing.
I'll catch up.
In Diablo, your number goes up so big at some point, and it just gets so silly that it's just like, what's going on? I'm basically just doing the same thing over and over again now. But this, I love this game. This game's brilliant. Where's my next one of these things? I've got some resin to spend, mate. They put it all the way down here, but I'm up there. Fast travel. Flashy fast travel. Ooh, you and your flashy fast travel. Ooh, you and your flashy fast travel, you. But you think you're something special because you can just disappear and reappear around the map, yeah. You and your flashy fast travel. This is going to take me to about 4 o'clock, isn't it? And I'm going to watch Canelo. Yes, yes, that's going to be good. Right, let's get some resin spent. Let's watch the boxing. Stay up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then really struggle to get up to walk the dog. That sounds like a good plan. And then after that, we're going to do the body language for that woman. So as long as I'm in a really bad mood and I'm really tired, that'll be perfect for running the stream tomorrow at 2 PM GMT for a bit of body language, which won't be 2 PM. The rate I'm going, it'll be like 4, but it'll be Sunday and it'll be nice. What's this? Little event thing, little exclamation point. I'll be talking to this lovely miss. Dr. Livingstone, I presume. What should we do? Although we worked on how to break the seal barrier with so many monsters around, what happened? Excuse me, I was lost in thought. I am Livingstone, not Dr. Livingstone. Very, very modest. I am Livingstone, a career adventurer. I like your pantaloon-esque shorts. Yeah, they're very high up, and so I suppose are your legs. Just the pantaloon shorts, they seem to be creating a shape that I'm not familiar with. Yeah, those pantaloon shorts. I've not seen that cut of short before. Not seen that cut of short. I'm not looking up a bum. Not seen that cut of short before. Right, a career adventurer. Yep. Amidst the valley flooded by monsters, I never thought I'd encounter another living being that's not a monster. You must be one of my peers, a great pioneering adventurer, that's me. With the mysterious stars above and the brooding abyss below, this is what our adventurous souls are made of. Abysosk, an ancient battlefield protected by triple seal barriers, which were set up by the survivors using elemental powers to let their fallen comrades, their graves marked with swords, rest undisturbed. It's getting a bit confusing. What should we do? I don't know. I was lost in thought. Yeah, well, these swords, the treasures, they were relics of the warriors. 3 hilly churl camps come rummaging and disturb their sleep. 3 hilly churl camps. So hilly churls, I'll smash them to bits. How about that? Seal, what should we do? Based on the flow of elemental forces, she successfully worked out the seal keeps the barriers intact. 3 seal barriers correspond to 3 elemental monuments located in 3 nearby hilly churl camps. The northern hilly churl camp matches the records of the Meaty tribe. They're basically a tribal race that loves nothing more than thick muscles and thick meat. They, unlike us, do not have the spirit to seek wisdom. The monument is located in the Meaty Tribe arena. I stuck into their camp to activate it. The arena meant challenging them. Okay, so I've got to defeat all the arenas to sort this shit out. I get you. Yep, in the south there's the Sleepy Tribe. And there's one in the pool in the camp. There was a big hilly churl. Head east and climb up the hill. There's one in the Eclipse Tribe. Now, I get it. You want me to set off these things and I've got to kill all the people. Yeah? Let's just get on with it. There's a lot of talking and she's not being... 3 hilly churl camps. I get it. She's not voice acted. Treasures. Adventurer. Take care of yourself. Infinite mysteries. Thank you very much. Dr. Livingstone. Break the sword cemetery seal. Explore and unlock. Yeah, I'm not doing that now. I'm off to get me Chuffing. I'm here to... Oh, it's raining. It's raining. These chuffers go down quick in the rain. And the electrocution effect of Lisa here. She'll just electrify them and that will kill them in the rain. It's quite harsh, really. But, you know, they do attack me, look. So I get what's coming. Hilly churls. But then they're not very smart, are they? So am I doing a bad thing by killing them? Because, you know, they're not very smart. So no wonder they're attacking me. They don't know what's going on. They're not very smart. Am I being mean by killing defenseless? Oh, look at the sun. Here we go. Look at me climbing up that with the sun. Look at that. Welcome to the game. Welcome to a bit of... just going to walk. That's my mint. I'm just going to go and pick that mint. And that's my rock over there. That's got my name on it over there, that rock. And go Gadget Amber. Pow. Thank you very much. Electro Crystal. Keep picking those up. Oh, I've missed the sun now. Sunset. Oh, shame. Wah! Yeah, I'm not close enough to hit you or what? She's so cool, isn't she? Noelle's definitely my favourite at the moment for combat. I mean, I do have limited options, but definitely my favourite for combat. Oh, chuff it, we got frozen. I'm not having that. No, stop it, you chuffers.
Steady as stone. Someone needs to...
And what are you? You're... Right, okay. There you go. Where did you go? Oh, chuff.
No escape.
That should set that off. And then we can get in and give it a wallop. See, I'm not using Gravekeeper anymore, but I really should. I should use Gravekeeper a bit more often. Because if I need more damage, I switch to Lisa and start electrocuting them. But Gravekeeper's gone by the wayside. Use the resin. And I know that there's other things you can do for resin, like I said at the start of this episode. But there's other things I can do with my resin. But I just want to get these cleared. Get my resin spent in the outworld. It's a bit of fun. Back to Genshin Impact. I didn't want to go away from it. It was just the fact that the internet chuffed in... There's a floating thing up there. It's one of those floating things. It was just the fact that the internet didn't work. So I decided not to stream while it was herky-jerky and instead take the hit, not be on, even though we were on the 10x week. Such a chuffer, man. Seeing the views coming in on the YouTube stream and knowing it was my worst ever stream in terms of stream quality, choppy and all that. That was kind of disheartening, but then you've got to just take the rough with the smooth. So, yeah, 10x week. Playing a bit of this, so we're back on Twitch. And
That's mine. And then I'll be back tomorrow on YouTube for a proper episode of Body Language. About 2 PM GMT, 4 PM GMT, something like that. Oh, that's my crystal. Yes, got it. What's going on? Is that chuffing thing flown off or what? Where are you? There's another crystal fly there, is there? Yes, nice. Well done, Noala. I hope I got it. Where's this other flying thing? Or is that a crystal fly that's flown up there? Did I miss it? I'm sure I saw it pick up on the screen. Oh, chuff it, man. Running around after these blue things. That was where that blue thing wanted to go. There. Oh, it did go there. Look, there's another one. There's one there, and there's one missing over here. So the other one's going to be over here. Look, there it is over there. Go on, get back to there, you. Messing about. Go on, you. Get back over there. I've got a chest to open. Come on. Noelle's got a chest to open. Noelle's the one that I walk around with because you can chop up all the wood real quick like that with a big chopper. So I walk around with Noelle.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Thank you. Where am I going? It's that. It's that. I've got one more left in me. I'll just go here. It's close enough, isn't it? It doesn't matter how close they are because I'm fast travelling. And then, yeah, tomorrow night we'll probably play more Genshin Impact Story. But I want to be on form, you know. I want to be entertaining, not late night tired. For proper story episodes of Genshin, because it's so fun. Paimon and all that. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? I need to find the right game for late night grind, like late night chill, like we're doing now. This is quite good for it, but I need to find the right game for it.
May I be excused to fetch it in?
I don't know if this is the game for it or if it's just good for it at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Leave it all to me.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Oh shit! Do your shield? Where's your shield?
Steady as stone.
There you go. Can I do my big power yet? No. That shield's gonna go. Watch out. I missed him. Missed the big chuffer. You're the one that needs electrocuting the most, chuffer. There you go. That's mine. That's mine. And that's my flower. There we go. So we got the resin spent. So we made sure we didn't waste any. But I believe this game has one of those catch-up systems. A bit like on Fortnite, you get bonus XP. Right, so on Fortnite, you want to play every day, don't you? Because you want your XP. You don't want to waste your today's XP. But if you don't play today and you play tomorrow, it'll give you double the XP tomorrow. So you don't end up wasting it. It's just you can get it, you know, XP bonus. They have a similar system on this. So if you don't play and you forget to do your resin, you think, oh, I could have got all that stuff. Next time you play, they'll get even more stuff. I think they've got a system like that. I've been told. So that's good. Because then you're not compelled to play. Even though it's a system that's supposed to compel you to play. See, look, you chop up the thing, you get wood. And isn't that satisfying? You can do it with Gravekipper. It's just not as satisfying, is it? Still get the wood and that. So I could run around as Gravekipper and still achieve that, but I like to run around as Noelle and chop, chop, chop. Pick up some wood along the way. I don't know what it's for. You know, I don't know what the purpose of the wood is.
I don't know if I can carry infinite wood. I don't know if I'm filling up my inventory with wood. I've never looked. But I do like to just go around collecting it. Should we have a little look to see if I've got how much wood I've got? Is there a way to see your wood? Yeah, look, there's my wood. 180 fir, 111 fragrant cedar, only 7 pine. That's weird. Maybe I've used it for something. Because I've been chopping a lot of wood. Chewier wood, 87. Birch wood, 79. I must have used the pine for some sort of weapon upgrade. Because it seems weird that I've only got 7, doesn't it? I've only got 5 butterflies though, but then I'm not trying to pick them up. I'm vegan. Just happens accidentally sometimes. Luminescent spine, only 1. 1 lizard tail. But then I'm not picking up lizards all the time. Again, so maybe I need to. There's the meat. There's the raw meat. It's in here. It's in the. I didn't see it in my food. Did I? Well, it's not in my food. And that's why, because it's here as an ingredient. And that's why I've not seen any of those berries and stuff. Look, there's all the chicken legs. I'm vegan. I don't want them. I've just been picking them up by mistake. That's cool. So this is some of my food, and this is my weapon upgrade materials then, yeah. Lots of wood. It seems I've got enough space in the inventory. It seems like it's just going to stack, so we can keep chopping wood. Nice and satisfying. Although if you've already chopped the tree recently, you get no extra wood. It's not free wood round here, mate. Well, it kind of is, look, because... There you go, there's some more wood. That's fir wood. What was I missing? Was it pine? Pine. So I'll make sure to get more pine in the future. Maybe it's from a different area. Maybe that's fir as well. No worries. Oh, look, there's one of those floating baubles down there. I'm having it fly. Oh, it's too high up. You chuffer. I need to fly down from something high. Maybe I need to fly off that tree. You know, jump off the tree and just get that. Oh, look, I've got little fairies, so I'll be able to find fairies and that'll take me up into the air and then I'll be able to get that. So it's the fairies I'm supposed to use, but I'm going to see if I can just do it off the tree. I think I'll be able to do it off the tree. As long as I can get my wings out, I'll be fine. Look at her go up that tree. Look at her go. She don't give a shit, does she? Whoa, whoa, no wings. Got it. Job done. Mission accomplished. Supposed to use these fairies. You collect 3 of them and it creates an updraft. I found that out now, look. There we go. All good in the hood. What's this? Can't chop the stump. No chopping for the stump. Now this is interesting, isn't it? Look, there's another one of those things, but no point in doing it because I can't open the flower because I've got not enough resin. So it's just wood chopping for me. You can kill enemies, you can open chests, you can explore, you can do the main game, you can do the whatchamacallit, you can do the story mode. But I just can't do another one of those until time has replenished my resin. It's alright. Maybe it's time to stop. See what I mean? That's not bad, is it? That's not actually that bad to think like that. Obviously for story mode, when we play, we do hours, and we've done hours today, but you know, when we do story mode, we can go on and on and on, because story mode, but when it finishes, this is more the pace of the game, and that's okay for me. I can see myself in the long run, because you have an account, don't you? Building up this account, you're getting these characters, you're earning more primogems. Even if you finish the game, you can still get all the characters. That's what keeps people coming back, I guess. The idea, it's same with the Hearthstone. I wanted to fill that collection. Keep grinding, keep moving forward, keep getting some more cards, keep getting some more wishes. Eventually you might get all the characters. I suppose you could play the game indefinitely. I suppose you could play it forever. And I suppose some people... I've only started this because I wanted to scratch the Breath of the Wild itch while I'm waiting for the Breath of the Wild 2 because they delayed it. But actually I've found a really enjoyable game that I really enjoy. Absolutely lots and lots of
satisfying crunch. The systems are good. I don't have to spend money on it. I'm pleased with it.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
And she said, whenever she needs me, I'll be there. That's perfectly exactly what I was just going to say. And like, if I want to tune in and play some Genshin Impact and live in this world for a little bit, swing my sword, even after completion, I can see us enjoying it. It's like if there was a reason to keep running around in Hyrule, you know, like, other than just running around and collecting stuff, like collecting all. I ran around in Zelda collecting all the different outfits and stuff, didn't I? But if they put like end game content in, ongoing end game like this, I wonder if that would be good. Probably not. I like games to finish, but this one doesn't have to. The story will.
All of it, whatever it is.
The story will finish.
Exactly is it.
But I guess just like FIFA, I can keep coming back every day and putting some grind in and getting somewhere. It's interesting. It really interests me, this game. It's so different from any other game that I've ever played on that front. It's very similar to lots of other games that I've played. It's very similar to Breath of the Wild. And then that daily grind aspect is a bit more similar, and the free-to-play aspect is a bit more similar to Fortnite. It's like someone tried to cross Fortnite with Breath of the Wild. No Battle Royale, one-player mode only, please. Well, co-op, but, you know, story mode, and reason for playing is collecting skins, though. So, I don't know. It's like, whoa, mind blown. Still haven't paid a penny. Hours and hours of enjoyment. Never let anyone tell you that this is not a fun free-to-play game. That, you know, I've got so much out of Genshin Impact. So I'm so grateful to the people that made it. I feel like I should throw them some money. And if you watch my Genshin Impact streams because you like Genshin Impact, you won't hate me because I also like it. I'm well impressed with it. I'm not falling into the side of this. Like, I wanted to be open-minded. I'm not a gacha gamer. I'm not a gambler. I'm anti-gambling. But I wanted to be open-minded and experience this game and see what it felt like to play the game. And if it turned out to be a horrible gambling thing, I was going to say, right, here we go, time to kick the shit out of this one.
I'll be there.
But it's not like that. I just have to be honest in my feelings. I don't feel compelled to gamble at all. I do wish I had more wishes. You know, give me an infinite magic credit card and say you've got. If I was a millionaire, I might have spent some money on different characters by now. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe that's how you get to be a millionaire, by not throwing all your money away on these characters. But if I was a millionaire, I might have. You know, if money were no object, I might want some more characters already. Maybe that would spoil the game for me because maybe I'd be overpowered too soon. Maybe I get some cool characters along the way. And like I've said in previous broadcasts, if you're happy with what you get what you get. You know, you live with it, you're happy with it. That's a better way to go about life than trying to struggle to get the entire team. You know, that would.
I didn't quite catch your request.
All right, Noelle. You know, I've said it before. Yeah, I've said it before. We'll get what we get, and hopefully we get a little bit lucky and have a bit of fun. Hopefully we get some kind of character along the way, extra than, you know, you get your standard characters for free in the game. But I hope we get somewhere along the way, we get a good wish, you know, and get lucky. At least once. I hope that happens. Because that would be fun. And then I'd be like, that one's my character. That's my one that I got. You know. That's the way I got to play it. I suppose you do. What they also do is they do multiple accounts. People who are into this, they have like, you know, this is my account where I've won this. And then on my other account, I got lucky and I got that. So I've bin this account off and I'll play with that one because, you know, every time you do a new account, you get your introductory wishes, don't you? And you might get better than Noelle. You might get something better. Maybe I've been foolish to stick with a rubbish set of roles on my first rolls. Maybe at that point I should have turned in the account and said, right, Noelle's not good enough. I want 4-star, 5-star somebody else. And, you know, I'm going to clean slate, new game until instead of Noelle, I get someone good. No, whatever. I'm happy with what we got. Playing it as we play it. Very, very pleased. It's a really good game. So that's my feelings today. I'm a very pleased chappy. The stream is going well. We had half a week off because of the internet. Come back in force now. Full stream ahead. Really pumping out those kilobytes. Looking forward to the technical improvements of the coming weeks, month. having a strong summer,
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
and then hopefully by Christmas time maybe looking for that next 10x. You be good, my little puckos. You be good, and if you can't be good, then you're naughty. I'm now going to. It's not even time for Canelo yet. Jesus, I feel like sometimes I should have a nap before the main event for this boxing. And what I tend to do is I tend to stay up really late, and I can't watch it in bed. I'm not allowed to take the telly into bed. But I used to sometimes have the laptop on in bed, but I'd never go to sleep if you take a computer to bed as well. So, but it used to be that I'd just be like lying there ready to go to sleep as soon as it's finished. It's finished. It's finished. I remember watching Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury like that.
Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some.
As soon as it's finished, I'm going to close my eyes and go to sleep, and then he's knocked out. He's knocked out. There we go. You know, like that. That's the way I want those fights to go. I'm probably going to be downstairs watching it tonight. Oh, God, I don't feel like 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I'll just go to bed. I don't know. I'm talking about what I'm doing now. That's not entertainment. So you be good, my little puckos. And if you can't be good, then you have to stay up till chuffing 6 in the morning to watch the boxing.